Welcome back to the Point Rain Podcast. I am Bert.
Kinshaba.
Scott Balls.
And here with us today, we have
Luke.
Hi. Lucas.
I'm just Luke.
All right.
I'm gonna be me.
Crypto's doing well, but we're going to get right into our little tipping conversation.
Hey.
It's going to take us to the unknown.
Yes.
We got a lot of flack for Kenny's rant.
Tip
Oh, yeah.
or
About
don't sit.
Tip or don't sit, right? Let me put it into context for you. It was a waitress that had a customer sit and say they weren't going to tip her. They're like,
Up front.
We don't believe in that. We're not going to tip. So she told them, she goes, that's fine. Just in like, you know, within 15 minutes, make your way up to the hostess and you can grab takeout. And they got mad. Yeah, but it's so good to,
That's
say,
such
to
a
be able
G
to
move.
say that. It is
Yes,
a G
it
move,
is.
but
Because she was polite about it.
Yep.
You know?
She was like, I'll give you these waters. You know what I mean? You guys, about 15 minutes, make your way up to the hostess and get takeout because we have people that need this. You know what I mean? Like
Real estate.
That
I only have so much real estate.
Exactly.
What are we
That's
doing
what I
here?
said. Right.
It's amazing.
So is it wrong? No.
It's so right.
It's so right.
100% right. You're still getting the exact same thing you came for. You came for food.
Right.
You didn't come for service.
Exactly.
You didn't come if you
And that was my point in the
are
video.
up front
got-
saying I don't tip, then you don't actually want service. You just want
Correct.
food.
And
'Cause
there's nothing wrong with that.
That's fine. You can just grab your food and get the fuck out.
Eat in the car.
My thing was, why are you mad? Why are you mad that they said that?
right.
I would, and like I brought up the fact I think they should have to go sit on the fucking floor somewhere if they want to stay in the restaurant. Be like, all right, cool. You go in the corner
There's
over
a
here and
section.
sit down on the floor
Yeah, his is in
and
the
eat your
corner.
food.
And
It's
eat the
touchy.
scraps.
It's touchy. I love where you're coming
That's
from,
what
but
I'm
it's awful. It's awfully one-sided. I got to tell you, it's fucking.
It is, but you
I think it's wonderful. But I love hearing. I'm surprised you guys hit me with. You floored me just now. It's fucking so good. I think it's wonderful that
All
she
right.
had the ability to articulate it and was
Yeah.
Right.
polite about it. And go on, I got real customers waiting in line to get this
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's so much wrong. You're stopping her from making money.
Right.
There's no reason that you should be able to stop somebody from making money.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
And-
shouldn't stop somebody from eating. It's wrong.
And my argument was that the service you're going to get from a good server, that's actually a service that you should be willing to pay for.
I saw the short. I enjoyed it.
Right?
I saw the
rant. The rant.
I saw the stuff to get you to that point. You did great. It
Yeah,
was awesome.
thank
Then I thought it was great.
We'll help out with that a
I
lot.
got, you
But
know,
yeah,
I filmed it. I directed
The editing was tremendous.
Scorsese did.
right.
Pretty. It's man. That's
Because like, all right, play devil's. Do you want to play devil's
Yeah,
advocate?
there you go. Go against it.
Yeah.
what kind of place were we talking about? Just restaurant? Was it bar? Was it drinks?
He said
Everything.
it's a restaurant,
Sit down.
and it was busy. So you know there was people waiting to sit. You know what I mean? And you're taking up a table. You're saying you're not going to tip, not regardless of the service that she's going to
Just
give.
flat out said, I'm not
Flat out,
tipping you.
Right.
We don't tip. We don't believe in it.
Oh my God.
So she said,
Mr.
"Make your-"
Pink.
She said
She
take
pulled a
it
Mr.
home.
Pink.
Exactly.
Right.
So she said, Basically, she said, take it home. What's wrong with that? And then his rant was, if you want to be cooked for, cleaned up after,
Catered
fucking my
to,
shit brought
yeah.
to you, that's a service. You and I understand that you're paying for the food. Takeout is the same shit. You're paying for food. Go clean up your own fucking dishes at home. You know what I mean?
I'm not
It's-
talking about bad service. That's what I meant to say. That's why I made sure I
said
said
proper
service, which means good to excellent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
if I'm refilling your waters. I'm bringing you napkins. You want an extra side of ranch?
I'm doing all I can. You know what I
right,
mean?
good
To get your
personality,
experience.
good bedside manner, if you will. You know what I mean? Making sure I'm on top of everything.
So
That's-
what's wrong with it? Like,
Right.
I know you got it. Like you said, play devil's advocate. Like, what is wrong with saying that? Obviously, it's an unspoken rule in the service.
We need a
industry.
shitty customer in here to say what's wrong with it. We need to hear from them because
That's a
we're
good
obviously
point.
we're obviously
We're
a
biased.
yeah
No,
we're
that's a good
incredibly
point.
biased.
So Will actually tried to. He responded and said, if anybody wants to call in, you know what I mean?
Love that.
Because
I
that
love
would be
that.
great. That can settle it
You know
in
what?
real time.
Crickets, dude.
Yeah, of
Zero.
course. It's no
Which
replies.
leads me to think
no replies.
they
at
know
all.
it's wrong. They all
Right.
fucking know. They're just cheap. Period.
Right.
They're just fucking cheap.
Own it.
Yeah.
Own it.
Be cheap.
Be cheap.
Come at me.
Be cheap.
Come here. Wear the shirt.
But
cheap.
fucking
Wear the
take
shirt.
that
Wear the fucking shirt.
Listen, I love it. I think if we ever in a place, I heard when I was watching some of the old stuff, and you're like, if I own a restaurant, you're never welcome to come back, or I ever in a bar, you're not welcome.
Yeah.
So at some point, if we ever get to that point where we own our own spot, We need to be like, sorry, you're not welcome here.
Don't
anymore.
come here then.
You need to write a formal apology why what you did wrong, and you need to ask permission to come back if you want our good, be in our good graces.
That's right.
That dude,
right.
the guy from Hop Sings in Lee in Philly, he has a list of 5,000 people who are not welcome in his establishment anymore.
Fucking tremendous.
5,000.
Take the power back, dude.
God bless that man.
That's amazing.
Yep, and it's for taking pictures. So he doesn't allow people to take pictures. I'm surprised, honestly, he doesn't take the phone to begin with.
Chinatown?
Yeah,
Chinatown?
awesome, great spot. Great cocktails, but it's kind of great. Like you walk in, and he has this whole fucking thing he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool because it's like a speakeasy.
Yeah.
You know,
Dope.
and so if he tells you right off the bat, he's like, you're allowed to have your phones. You can text message. He's like, no pictures. Don't take any pictures of my establishment.
Okay.
No taking pictures of each other. No anything.
Right.
That's his rule. He's
Calm
one.
down. Yeah.
So it's for taking pictures and getting caught and not tipping. He has a list of 5,000 people.
I love that.
2 rules.
There's nothing better than that. It's like, right.
Honestly, I don't even think you should be allowed to have your fucking phone.
Yeah.
Period. Like I have no problem with an establishment being like, listen, you're here to enjoy each other's company.
Right.
Sit down, enjoy the environment.
Yeah.
Actually speak to each other.
Yeah.
You don't need your fucking phones.
No,
Right.
you don't need it.
No. You
don't
shouldn't.
need it. Yeah,
'Cause
and
like,
people,
what do you-
I'm a parent. I need my phone. Dude, we made it this far.
Yo.
We made it pretty fucking
Very
far without
true.
fucking phones.
Right.
And what's
right.
one
And there's
hour-
always
1
been
hour?
parents.
What are you gonna do? What are
Parents
you
have
gonna
always
do with
existed.
an hour? Like you have an hour. Like
Yeah.
it's probably the longest you're gonna be there. Those
Right.
cocktails are expensive. They take super long to make. You're probably gonna be there maybe an hour.
An hour.
That's what it's for.
2 or 3 cocktails and you're out.
That's it.
You know?
Wow.
So I think that's a solid business.
fair.
That's where we should.
Exactly.
We should. If you're that good and you have the ability to turn people away, why
Right.
not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Fuck it.
I mean, I honestly.
That comes with exclusivity.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Because if you're already telling people, I'm telling you, this is, and I've said for years, this is a recipe for Atlantic City. Because if you look at the places that were super fucking popular and has still been,
Very exclusive.
there was the one nightclub that I worked at. I don't want to mention.
Yep.
And Chef Vola's.
Chef Volas. Yep.
That motherfucker, he is never not fucking busy.
No, never.
Lou,
Never.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
man, he's a
he's-
fucking genius.
Nah, it's 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's a genius,
Yep.
and I've heard people being like, the food's not even that good. It's not. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what crack you smoke because the food is pretty fucking great.
Right.
But at the same time, even if it's not, and I'm not saying it's not,
Right.
it is. It's fucking great. I love the food there.
Yeah.
But
True.
that recipe of exclusivity, where you have people who want to come and you're telling them to fuck off,
Right.
It's like
they want to be there even more.
It's like Steve Rebell from Studio 54.
54.
You can't get in. Not with that shirt. Not with
Yeah.
your face. Change it.
Yeah.
And that's what our nightclub did years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. With
You had that Shannon.
I
That's
know
what
what
I
to
said.
say
They had
her name,
that
but
lady.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
That lady walk up and down.
She would
the
walk
line.
the
It's like,
line.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, yeah, no.
Don't waste
She
your
was
time.
the
she
best.
was
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
She was brutal.
She was the
Yeah.
She had
And
ice
she
in her
was like
veins. She was just
6'3" with those 6-inch heels.
She made my boy
Yeah.
go to Steve Madden and buy shoes.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, bro.
Because she's like, you can't come in with those shoes.
Yep.
He's like, what do I go to? He's like, go to Steve Madden and buy shoes.
Yeah.
He went and Steve Madden. Was it Steve Madden? Is that what it was?
Hugo
Was that
Boss?
Hugo Boss,
Yeah.
maybe?
Hugo Boss, one of those.
Went to the store.
Oh, and the
Spent
okay.
$200 on a pair of shoes just
Yeah.
to walk, just
Just
to
to
come
go
in
in the club.
on a Monday night.
on a Monday night.
That's how.
Because the line
dude.
was, because he was on my guest list,
Right.
and the line was wrapped around all the way to the other nightclub.
Yeah.
But that's something they
Post
should
shift.
have
She's like,
never.
Scott, by the way, don't bring these bums in my line anymore. You got to do
Scott got
better.
a stern
Do
talking
better.
to after that.
Do better.
Shannon's like, come here for a second.
Do better.
But
So
that's
great.
always going to be a winning formula because it taps into like how humans are wired. Anything that you told you can't have,
You want.
and you can't even help it.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I don't even want to go in here, but now I do want to go in here.
It
like,
starts
you
as
can't
being a
tell me
child.
I can't. Right.
So as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just don't play with this or don't
Say
do
no.
this. Don't talk to this person.
Somebody
It's like,
says no. Yeah.
why not?
Don't
I wanna
touch it. It's
kinda
hot.
see.
Don't,
Right.
Don't touch it.
Right. And you got blisters all over your hand.
I want to touch it. I gotta touch it.
But yeah, man. I mean, getting
Also,
back.
private property. Like,
Yeah.
People, like you said, people don't understand private property.
They
Like, just
100%
because you
do
can
not
go into this place. You think it's public. It's not.
Right.
This is my establishment, and I can fucking tell you to leave whenever
Right.
I want. You know what I mean? It's the
I don't
same
like your
thing.
face. Get out.
That's how I would treat people. If I had a restaurant that was successful, I wouldn't. If a person came in and said that, I wouldn't even let you get takeout. Just because I feel like I don't even want someone with your attitude. It's money.
Yeah.
I don't even
Don't need
like
it.
that. The fact that you were going to treat my family or my customer that I meant my employee, my team that way. I don't even want you eating here. You know what I mean? I don't even want my crew to prepare food for you. Because it's like, why? Why are you
I don't need
why
your
are you
money
coming
that
in
way.
here saying I'm basically not going to pay you? I don't care how good of a service you give.
Imagine-
you don't deserve it.
Imagine
Go fuck yourself.
Imagine doing that. Imagine walking to a restaurant and they ask you, "Do you tip? Like, do you believe in tipping for proper service?"
Yeah.
And you say, "Well, for proper service, then they let you in." If you say no, they're like, "All right, you can go. You can
That would be beautiful.
That's a thing at Chef.
get it from the door."
You know, you got a tip and you're
Yeah.
paying cash. I think they might take cards now, but it used to be cash.
It's always been cash.
It's
always
always
been
been
Always
cash.
been cash. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Cash only.
yep.
Yeah.
And
Shout
if
out
you
to
don't,
Lou.
if you don't come, fuck yeah, Lou.
Facts.
They give
Shout
you a
out
little box.
Lose the goat.
If you don't come correct, you're not invited back.
Yep.
Sorry, you're off the
True.
list.
You're off
Yeah.
the list. Or on the list, depending on what.
Yeah, exactly.
on the
think-
shit list.
I think it kind of goes back to the reason why there is so much pushback against this. I think, and this is something that we talked about before. I think it all goes back to how people view service staff. They think lesser because what other person are you going to allow to perform a service for you and then just deny payment?
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to do that to anyone. That's why I named it. You're not going to do that to your plumber or anybody else that does something, or it's a service. It might not. You may not think of it that way because you're like,
Because it's optional. It's not.
Right.
It's not required. But we're required to pay taxes on that. So how? It's a fucking. You know what I mean? It's a.
But in a weird, so the fucked up part about it, right, is that no matter what, if you talk to any bartender, any server, or anything like that, if you talk to them and they're like, all right, well, what do you think about going to a salary position? Every bartender will be like, fuck you.
Right.
I'm
Oh,
good.
Of course.
right,
And it's funny because that's everyone's argument who's a cheap fuck. Be like,
Right.
they should pay you a living wage. Be like, they can't pay our living wage and
Right.
make a profit and still have you come in.
correct,
They get because the number that these people come up with is a ridiculous fucking number.
right. It's like they're not going to be able to
And
do
I'm
it.
like, bro, you think service is bad now?
yeah.
You ever been
Imagine.
to McDonald's?
Tell me I'm getting a certain salary and I have no way to make any extra. I can't work a performance based because that's what it is. It's a performance
Performance-based,
based
yes.
position.
Yes.
Because most people aren't shitty. Most people do tip,
Yeah.
as we all know.
And the
If you do a
good ones
job,
make up for the bad ones.
Exactly.
Always.
You do a
Yeah,
good job.
always.
Most of the time, you're going to eat pretty well if you're good at what you do.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're not going to take a salary position.
No.
Because we're not saying everybody's shitty. I made that rant for the small group of shitty people that don't think we deserve to make money.
And they're coming out of the
for the
woodwork
service.
now, huh? You're hearing about it?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
They're the younger,
Steer it up.
that's right. That's right.
but they're talking about like tip fatigue, and that I understand.
Me too. I
also,
actually get
because-
that.
Tired of it. I'm tired of it.
But it's
Yeah.
like everywhere. You know what I mean? The option to tip is everywhere. But if you don't feel that's considered a service, like if you're in the airport and you have to grab your own fucking pretzel and then take it up to the register and they give you the option to tip, just say no.
Right.
They're getting a livable wage. You know what I
Right.
mean? Restaurants
Maybe.
are given the
yeah,
restaurants are
right.
given the option to not pay you. Like they
Compared to
don't
a
have
restaurant,
to pay you
it's
that,
livable, I
so
guess.
they're not gonna.
Right.
They're gonna pay you the tipped minimum wage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the thing is, there has been for years established tipped positions.
Yeah.
Now, what's happening?
They're going
and
crazy with
I feel like, and this is my opinion. If take it or leave it. I usually fucking tip fucking people when they spin that fucking thing around me. I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, I know.
Because I look at them, I'm like, all right, throw a couple.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a big
Me
deal. It's
too.
not gonna hurt me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But the established tip positions are the ones you should be really worrying about. The other ones,
Yes.
it's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe yes or no, depending on
How you feel or how
exactly
Right.
if
It's
you
up to
can
you.
swing it.
Right.
You know, because I understand that, dude, this economy sucks.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who probably can't afford to throw a couple extra bucks
Right.
someone's way,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be a problem.
Agreed. 'Cause and that's where the question of, okay, do you deserve a tip for this position? And that's the question. Is like, well, people were working these jobs forever without any option of getting tipped, and no one
Yeah.
had an issue with it.
Nobody had an
You know
issue,
what I mean?
exactly.
And it's like, it still should be the same way. But now that these payment platforms like your Square and all this such, they have that, in there.
Standard fucking
Yeah. And
program.
the people working there are like, all right, well, cool. Yeah. An opportunity to make some more money, of course. But it is gotten out of hand because it's like, you're not really providing that much of a service outside of what you're getting paid for.
Yeah,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
You're working a register.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean?
Basically.
Like you get paid whatever your salary is to work the register and give me my food or whatever else you do to prepare it or whatever. So, I understand the whole tip fatigue when it comes to that. But if it comes to like you said, established tip positions, it's like, come on, let's do the the right thing, dude. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know how this works.
I actually just found out. I did my taxes yesterday.
Yeah.
I found out that the minimum wage for servers has jumped up to $5 and some odd cents. So it can't be $2.33 an hour anymore in the state.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the good part about that for servers is that hopefully that'll at least cover their taxes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
Whereas
Because
before,
you're
like
still depending.
Yeah.
$5 an hour, you're still depending on those tips.
Yeah.
oh, 100%. But at
like,
least it's covering your what you have to pay out in taxes.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Which is nice. So, at the end of the year, you're not owing the government $2,000.
Right. So your tips
or
that you
whatever.
made aren't really what you made, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
That is
But-
cool.
Lucas,
Yeah.
do you
It's
have
just what it
anything
is.
to add?
I got so much to add.
All right, let's go. Luke.
Like,
Let's go.
I don't know. Like you guys are talking very articulately about this. But
You're able to do the same. Get
I
out of
work.
here.
Well, I'm listening. I'm surprised that you guys are coming out of the gates so well and so fast. I'm impressed.
We've been thinking about this for a
I was
while.
about to
No,
say,
I mean,
we've
I was
been-
thinking
yeah.
about a completely different angle on the way over here. Like, all right. So
Yeah,
I
let's hear
work we work with everybody, right? So the all stars take care of the turd bags.
Yeah.
As
Yes.
far as in the tipping department. So we all kind of meet in the middle.
Right.
You wish you had a room full of all stars.
Never gonna happen.
It happens
that's
every
what-
now and then.
That's what once in a while
Yep.
the planets align. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, but
Asparagus is in retrograde.
very nice. So you got a couple home runs in the bar, right? But that's not going to make your bucket. Like it's going to
Right.
make it sexy, but you
Right.
need those turd bags in there to kind of
Yeah.
And there's guys that tip 20%. Love you. Whatever. That's not how we do when we go out.
10%.
Yeah. Some people tip $1 per unit.
Yeah.
Right.
I get that too. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's
old school.
it's like a
Outdated.
It is.
That's what I'm saying.
It is.
It's like
I get it. Like if you get 2 beers, whatever, and it's $18, and they want to just make it even 20. I get it. I'm moving on. Like I'm not letting it ruin my day.
No,
I'm looking at
100%.
every fucking person. Like not every person, but people behind the bar. Some people talk about it. Some people don't.
Right.
Like I don't care. I'm moving on to the next guy.
Right.
That's over for me.
Right.
Yep.
It's like
Keep it pushing.
It's like you hit a home run, but that one's over. You got to you're looking for get a hit batsman next one, or fucking you got to
Right.
catch a single next one. But you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you just got to keep moving forward. I don't know. I'm just like we've been doing this a long ass time.
Yeah.
I worked from the diviest of dives and
Right.
to where we are now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't expect anything. When somebody is talking, 20%, like somebody behind the bar I'm working with is talking about 20%, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
As
Like,
a bad
I
thing?
feel like no, like
okay.
like a tremendous good
Okay,
thing. I'm
good,
like,
good.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it. Like
Right.
we're here to do this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm moving on.
you know-
That's cha-ching, boom. We're moving on. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, normally, like,
I don't know what it is. I don't like talking about it
You know why you're able to move on though like that?
because I've had a lot of bad experiences with shitty tippers.
Right, but you also know
But I
it's
also-
all going to even out.
Correct. And I also
It's-
bring it to
yeah.
every customer. If a customer comes with me like sour, I'm sending it back that way. And if it works out, it works out. I don't know. But
Right.
we're moving on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
If they're coming at me like a tremendous human and your energy's good and everything,
You
like
give that
dude,
back. Right.
we're,
Yeah.
we're bros and shit.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
yeah.
Like when you told that dude, you were like, "Oh, I know this chick that works for Viking, blah blah blah," and you like,
Oh, yeah.
compliment her and everything. And the dude, he like you said, came sour. He was like, "I used to work for Viking," and I go, "What? They wise up?" And the guy next to him was cracking up, but he didn't fucking like.
didn't work out.
Like, he
Huh?
was just telling you like a related story. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys
Cool
are
story,
welders."
bro.
well, I was
Yeah.
asking if they all work for Viking because the one kid gave me, like the young kid, he gave me a credit card with Viking yachts on it. I was like, damn, like,
Yeah.
this kid was. He was aces, that kid. Like,
Yeah.
a young kid, dude. He was nice as hell.
Yeah.
Very
Tipped
patient.
well.
He's building
tipped
boats?
well. What?
Boat builder?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
or
I don't know if he
sales?
was in
Boat show was
sales.
this
I don't know what he was.
Fucking awesome.
They were down for the boat show.
Yeah.
You know?
That's awesome.
And I was like, do you guys all work for Viking? Because I thought they were all together, but they weren't.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I wish I worked for Viking. They're fucking murdering it. You know? It's like,
But then he told him like a story.
There's a waiting list
Yeah.
for Vikings, and the cheapest one's like $11 million.
Yeah.
Like the smallest one is 50 foot. I
Right.
have a couple
Jesus.
customers that come in the other spot.
Yeah.
I always chat him up about it. He does sales, she does something, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like there's a A wait list, like a 2-3 year wait list for
Wow.
an $11 million boat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, that company, like, I know it's a
I'm
little
not
off topic, but
surprised,
that,
though, yeah.
that
Shout out
company
to Viking.
is crazy. They have a doctor on staff.
Wow.
They have a pharmacy on staff, like on premises.
And we're talking.
See,
Like,
that's
this- so,
that's
They love their people.
that's top tier.
A friend of mine's daughter is actually a welder for them.
Wow. Okay.
And yeah, they were talking about it, and I was like, "Wow, my God, that's crazy, man!" Like, apparently, this company like really takes care of. I've heard kind of both ends of it because I heard like one guy was a carpenter and he had a bad experience, but
Okay.
everybody else I've talked to's worked for him.
Yeah.
They do
says
really
positive
well.
things.
Like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you
Exactly.
want to keep doing well?
Right.
You want your employees to perform.
Yes.
So why not?
It's
take
a very
care of
simple
Formula.
these
formula.
little things.
Take care of your people.
and you want to keep good help.
keep the people happy.
And it's known.
Yeah.
It's known in the industry. So obviously, it's known.
Oh, I wish I worked for Viking.
It's known for
Right.
and people who want to buy it know the quality. Like, they're like,
Exactly.
I'd rather wait for a Viking.
Yeah.
Happy person built my boat.
Exactly.
Dude,
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
Why not?
That matters.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does details. You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh, this wasn't aligned right.
Right.
They're gonna actually fix that. Shit.
MJ's
They
buying a
whip it
boat.
up.
He's in line for the next one that comes off the line next year. Just joking. I don't know about anything about that. Yeah, but
All the money he's making with James.
I don't know. No.
I'm contributing.
Right.
But
They're
a
fired
guy
up.
like MJ can buy 7 Viking boats. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just crazy.
Like, right.
I just want to be the guy who knows the guy.
exactly.
I want to know the guy who has a boat. I don't want a boat.
Guy behind
But
me.
it is,
Kinda doing
like you said though, it's like it's simple. Just if you're doing well, what's better than having employees that'll damn near die for you, dude? You know what I'm saying? You treat them so well
never wanna
that they're not
leave.
even that you can't even get them to look anywhere else. You know what I mean? And no
Blinders.
matter what offers come in, you know what I mean? It could even be more money, but they're like, no, I would never leave. They take care of me. Yeah.
Dude, look at that. The Irish pub.
very
It's a
simple.
perfect example.
Irish pub.
Yep.
I've had the same. They had the same.
I know 2 bartenders who've been there for like 45 years.
wow, Jesus, holy shit.
Just chilling. And they're the kids who I watch the kids come up.
Yeah.
They become bartenders. They come up.
Yeah,
I've never heard one of them say a bad thing about that place, but it's like a family run bar.
Yeah.
You know? They run it like a family. Like, oh, you're
Right.
like you're part of this family now. Like
Right.
I know it's kind of gay to say, like, you know, because like people always say that bullshit. Hey, listen, it's okay.
Gay to say.
Gay to say. No, because you hear that shit. You hear that shit in like corporate.
He's saying it's like what?
That's a vaginal
It's
word.
like cliche.
Yes, it is cliche.
It's a
Cliche.
vaginal word.
It is. It's cliche. Where you're like, oh, we're like a family here.
Yeah.
Cliche is a vaginal word.
Can I get back to my point?
Like women say that. Women say that. Like.
So chicks do. Yeah, tell me, are you?
oh
So chicks do. All right, good talking. See you out there.
I was just like, he likes the reaction. As soon as Scott says gay,
dude.
I'm like,
He was on it right away. He was
We're
waiting.
doing
He was
so
like this.
well. We're 20,
He's
22
gonna do
minutes.
it. He's gonna do
Yeah,
it.
he's rooting for it. We're like 22 minutes in. I'm like, we're doing pretty well. You know what I mean?
Leaving it in. Leaving it in.
I know it's kind of gay to say, but
Back to
It's cliche because you hear it in
Right,
the
right.
you hear it in the corporate world, and
True.
it's the biggest load of bullshit.
I'm about to say it's the biggest bullshit ever. Right, right.
Yeah,
right.
you can't say that in a corporate setting.
Right,
'cause
it's like you guys
they
don't give a fuck about
you.
us. Right, yeah.
But when
yeah.
you do have like a mom and pop shop type of place where they're hands on, they're even if they're kind of like moving away from being like really being a part there every day and everything like that, they actually care.
Exactly. You know,
You know? They fucking care.
because
Yeah.
caring benefits them. Like
Yes.
how can it not?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna make more money if people want to be there and
Yep.
want to do
Right.
good work for you. Like I don't
Right.
fucking get these corporations. Like they're cutting costs in the worst ways. You're giving
Cutting Christmas bonuses.
you're giving people like a worse. You're giving customers worse experience. You got employees that don't want to be there, and it all fucking it's all circular. You know what I mean? It all fucking trickles down, and it you end up being like you have a shitty reputation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's happening everywhere.
yeah.
It's that model though. It's that
Yeah.
corporate model.
That's it, man. And nobody changes it.
Everybody's
They
just
go
a
through
number.
CEO after CEO, and they all come in with the same fucking mindset.
Right.
And then I don't understand.
It's because they have to answer. They have to answer to a board who only cares about
I
numbers.
was
They
about
don't
to
give
say
a fuck.
they got to answer to people who also don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
They give a fuck about quarterly numbers. That's it. Can you beat these quarterly numbers from last year?
Yeah, but that's
Yes?
the thing. That should be a job.
How do you do it?
That should be a job
Are
requirement.
you speaking from experience, Will?
Yes, of course. But
No way.
only that's the only way to speak. I can't speak on it, but I don't have an experience.
Speak
But-
on it, son.
Speak on it. But let's say like you come in and you're CEO of this corporation now, right? And you can't match or do better than last year's number, you shouldn't be allowed to be CEO. That should be a job requirement. Accountability should be a job requirement in any job you do.
Dude, you saw what happened. Go ahead.
I agree with that, but I feel like there should be some caveats in there, like because I don't think this is the corporate model now, right? Is beat last year's numbers
By any means necessary.
right.
Yeah.
Like if you can do it while still being a fucking human, you know what I mean? Like not turning into a
Cyborg.
yeah, and treating people as such. You know what I mean? Like, all right, show me what your plan is to increase the bottom line while making sure we're treating our employees the way they should be treated.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why is it so hard to do that?
It's hard because they're looking short term. They're not looking long term at all.
It's exactly it.
And the problem with
Right.
that model
3
is
months.
that short term, yeah, you might make a couple bucks, but in
Right.
the long term, you're going to lose it because you're usually doing it at the expense of your customers
Yep.
and your employees.
Yep.
Exactly.
So the good employees are going to leave, and the good customers are going to fucking leave.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're going to have a bunch of boardwalk people.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you end up driving this place to the ground. Like let's say
Yeah.
in a morale type
Yes.
of way, even for the customer. Like let's say you have a big establishment at like a hotel or a casino or both, possibly a spa. But you
Jesus Christ.
but you have let's say 10 rooms of entertainment, right? So why can't you every 10 years like remodel or redo that room? Like
Right.
you have to wait until all 10 rooms are shit and then
Right.
you don't know which one to go and now you're trying to shut down a few at a time,
Yeah.
trying to fucking make up for no, just all right, look, in the next 10 years we're going to remodel this place.
Right.
This year we're going to remodel this place. By the time they're all remodeled, it'll be time to remodel the first place again.
Yeah.
And you keep that going, and you keep that going, and you have people coming into new shit everywhere.
You know what else wouldn't hurt? Consulting the people who work in those places.
Well,
Exactly.
Man, we can talk about that.
Let's put the non-smoking sign so people can see it on their way out. Let's
Is that really how it
Dude, there's a non-smoking sign. It's this big, and you can see it better on the way out. You can't see it on the way in because the way that pillar is a fucking adjustment.
That's mind-boggling.
Yeah, I can tell somebody, hey, there's a sign right over there, and they're like, where? I don't see it, and I'm like, I don't see it from here either, but I know where it is. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, it's there. I
It's
promise.
It's like
I promise, yo.
It's mind-boggling how these companies that are
Say
so
boggling?
successful,
A bottling.
mind-boggling.
boggling.
See, like trapped in a bottle.
It's mind-boggling.
It could be. Hey, it could be.
Yeah, could be.
He did say boggling, and I thought bottling.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
It's all good.
It's like China made.
Chinaman.
China made. I said China made.
Made.
Saw that one.
Made.
I was tuned in for that one. It's wonderful.
I just wanted to say Chinaman.
Oh god. Fucking terrible.
It's not bad.
But anyway,
sorry.
What's mind-boggling?
What's mind-boggling is these companies and establishments are so successful and do shit so ass backwards. It's like, how did you get here? It's almost impressive how successful they've become by doing shit because I'm familiar with the company, an establishment that's very successful, kind of similar to the spa casino place you may have or may not have been referencing, that is similar, and they do a lot of shit that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, but I think it's because there's so many people that are willing to work at the place, and it's not like there's not a small pool that they're picking from. There's thousands and thousands of people that are willing to just deal with whatever bullshit that they're doing, and they're like, oh, well, I don't know, if you don't want to be here, you don't think it makes sense, okay, you can leave then.
Well,
And there's no incentive to change it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I felt like we were trying to establish such a good rapport with customers, like having regulars and people that expected to see that familiar face. And after that 10-year mark, they changed that. And like you said, now you have a rotating, like a revolving door as far as employees. And now it's the same for them to go anywhere. So why wouldn't I go to a place that is more beneficial for my money?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter. Now I don't see this guy at the bar anymore on
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
I think you're on to something there, but I also think that, we are who we are, and I think people have tried to jump ship because they're getting more somewhere else, but they come back.
They
for
come
us.
back.
They come back for us.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Facts.
do. So
That's what I mean.
that's still
So that
a
mystique,
true.
that mystique is still there.
They're like, oh, we go over to this place. We go up to Boardwalk Properties,
course.
and then
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
we come back for you. I'm
Yeah.
like, welcome back.
But we,
Right.
Yeah, we got
yeah,
you.
but we
you.
want to
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
we want to make new regulars. We want to make you
Yeah.
know, like if you have somebody that's shopping that, let's
Correct.
say, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, they can go this way and go this place and go this place. They want that incentive. If they can find that person that they're cool with somewhere else, that they get more benefits.
Yeah.
It sucks. Like, why can't it be everything? Like you said, it'd be long term. You'll have customers for longer. They want to go there. They enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting some, but not like we used to. We used to people were
Yeah. I think it's just a
Banging down the
combination
door.
of what Scott said, short-term thinking, and I think it's the thing that we've talked about before with a lot of corporations that we might be forgetting about now, which is greed. A lot of this stuff will cost more money to implement certain things, and it's not that they don't have it; they have an abundance of money. But I think these people aren't willing to give up any. Say if they were to implement some type of plan, I don't know, some employee caring program, but some shit that actually mattered that the
That's
employees cared about.
All right,
And
let
if
me
it
get back to
costs a
that point,
couple
too.
dollars, right? And say if it costs $10 million over the year, right, to implement this and have every employee taken care of in whatever way this program would offer, it would have to come out a little bit from this person's. But I don't think they're willing to do that. I really think that's what it is. They're like, nah, we're doing fine. You see, look at the numbers; they're still fine. Like, we don't need to do that, and it just
And this is the
stays
problem.
way it is.
They're
Right.
looking at it from strictly like an actuary
Right.
lens, where it's just numbers.
Right.
And I
It's like you're dealing
get
with
what
humans,
they're doing.
bro.
The problem is numbers do lie sometimes, and people want to say that they don't fucking lie. They do fucking lie. They do fucking lie because you're looking at emotional things
This is such a good point.
that happen at a level you're not looking at.
Right.
And it might look great right now, but the problem is your numbers are going to look real fucking shitty
In some
next 10 years
Right.
because of those emotions you're not looking at now.
exactly.
So
Phenomenal point. Exactly.
that's my issue with the way that everything is being, and I think that the previous owners realized that.
They knew that.
And that's why that place got established as what it is.
We had
Yes.
such,
it
we have
was-
such a good foundation.
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, it was
do.
like all the
There's
other
people
places.
that keep staying. That's what you said. People
Yeah.
keep staying. People keep coming back. People
Yeah.
have our personal numbers. We hang out with some of them.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
them turned into friends, really
Yeah.
good friends.
Dude, we hear it all the time. Because,
All the time.
because we come from the old and we're in the new now. So we hear the back and forth about quality, this, that, boom, boom, boom. And are we talking about, when you were saying, were you talking about employees or were you talking about customers? Because they kind of go hand in hand. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, as far as like,
I
we want them to be happy.
Right.
Right. So that, 'cause
Yeah.
that makes everybody happy, you know, like,
well, it helps for them to be happy if you're happy.
but do the people on the top of the mountain, do they hear anything? They don't ask.
Right.
Nobody asks.
And
Nobody
this-
asks.
it
So
just
goes-
2,000 miles
we
away.
got
This
boots-
goes into the issue.
We got boots
Right.
on the ground.
Right.
We're in the trenches.
Right.
Exactly.
Which
So-
means they should be
Remember,
consulting
What is
us.
it? Listen, Pocahontas.
Yes.
You don't keep your ear to the ground, you'll never hear the buffalo coming.
So
Exactly.
Me, myself,
it's
and I
tough to,
Yes.
it's tough to be heard some places. That's all I'm going to say. You know
Most
what I mean?
places,
Like,
unfortunately.
how does this relate to tipping?
It all relates to
It all
it.
relates.
Oh, I know it. I know.
Happy.
I know.
Everybody's
Tremendous.
happy.
Quality
You know
of
what I mean?
people.
That's it, quality of
Morale for
That's it.
employees, customer, whatever. I mean,
Morale.
it's all congealed and shit. It's
Yeah.
right up in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like a chemistry experiment.
Can
you
you
know?
grab a couple beers?
Yes.
Because you're closer to
Yep.
But we'll keep it going. I just think that, like you said, they would benefit so much by just coming down there and not trying to run an establishment behind a desk.
It's like an institution.
Yeah, you gotta go and fucking, you know what I mean? Get with the people. You gotta mingle. You gotta
Well, I mean, do you remember what, like, when our executives actually used to come down and talk to
Yeah,
us?
all the time.
All the time.
Wonderful.
I would see them every weekend.
We still know them.
Yeah.
They've gone. To
I'm
other
friends with them on
places.
Facebook and shit.
Luke has. You want?
Whatever.
Luke doesn't do red strip.
Bring
Do
them
you
all.
do
I'll
red
do,
strip?
I'll
Okay,
do
all
one. I don't care.
I'm gonna do one.
I'll do one.
I'm gonna do one.
Yeah, they were in the, they were boots on the ground with us.
Constantly.
Always.
Constantly
there.
asking, what
Correct.
do you need?
Yeah.
How we interact.
How are things
how
going?
How they interact.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Yeah.
It's a simple formula.
It's crazy. It's crazy how that got lost. But all these guys went on to running other places and. Whoa.
Grab that one right there. Yeah.
I'll get this one too. Good?
Gracias.
Boom. Oh, they're so
Thank you,
cold.
sir.
They are so cold.
Tremendously cold.
Deep freeze.
Mar-
Cheers.
Maroon.
Cheers.
All right, guys. Yes, sir.
Back to the world, boys. Yep.
That's it. All right.
Back to the world. I always thought that was funny in that movie.
Yeah, that's great.
So
I
anyway,
don't even get it, but,
What does it
but I
mean?
get it. Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
so tipping. What was the conversation on the golf course about tipping? You said that you had a conversation about tipping on the golf
Refresh
course.
my memory.
You,
With Darren.
Darren, and Bobby. We're talking about.
Oh man, we talk about everything.
Oh, that's what we do.
So
we talk
good.
about
Yeah, I
everything.
mean, you got to get individual guys in here, or we should do a panel one day. Like and be like,
we should do a.
like
Yeah.
you're up. Like everybody can speak at great length about this subject. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I just think it's like Scott always says. He's like, I don't want to go to a non-tipping.
No.
I want to go somewhere and be treated like a rock star. Like I want to go somewhere and,
Yeah.
and make people's day. Like
Absolutely.
that makes me feel good. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
If,
Yep.
if that
That's the
went-
thing. It
that
goes
went
both
away-
ways. For us, we come over the top all the time.
Yeah.
Like I do personally. Like I tip the guy.
Always.
I tip the guy pumping my gas.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't pay. I don't pay the guy who I'm swiping my own card at ShopRite. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but I get it. We're all here. We're all working hard.
Yeah.
I want to do what I can.
Right.
We went on vacation down to Key West. I want to come over the top. I used to come really over the top on vacation. Like, why am I doing so much? But I want to, like you said, you want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Who doesn't?
At the time, I'm like, but now I kind of think about it, and I get like where we're at. Like people are in vacation mode and shit, and
yeah.
some people come proper, some people
Right.
don't, some people are on budget, some people just got their ass waxed out there somewhere, and you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
I'll
like,
tell you, dude, but like I said, the reason we go over the top is because we understand that it's gonna pay dividends.
correct.
Right.
Like you're gonna get everything that you ever fucking needed, especially
right.
if you're on like an all inclusive. Dude, I went to Jamaica.
Jamaica. So just about to say Jamaica.
Bro, you go over the top in Jamaica, you're fucking set
You're
for
set.
the
Yeah,
Go
you're-
over the top the first
Just
fucking
the
day.
guy. I
Right.
was giving the guy just $5. I was like, yo, if I throw you $5, can you have, like 2 chairs set up in one of these umbrellas? I don't care where.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I gave him $5. The next day we had that shit.
$5
Give him
American?
Give him 5.
Yeah.
5. And the last day,
American.
only went there 4. We only went there 4
Americans?
out of the days that we were there. And then the last day I gave him a 20. He was fucking souped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Sick.
he was already gonna do it for 5.
Same thing in DR. Did the same
Dude,
thing,
it's
dude.
the
And
best.
they're like,
And they
we
fucking
love you
love
guys.
you. Yeah.
Right.
I mean?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. You're on
Right.
vacation. You're gonna spend.
What's wrong with that?
The whole point of going on vacation is to spend money and have a good time.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Enjoy yourself.
You go
man.
prepared
Enjoy
to
You
do
work
that.
your ass off all fucking year long so that you can go out and fucking enjoy it. Spend that fucking money, dude.
Exactly. So this is the same thing when you,
You can't
go
take
out.
it with you.
It's a cycle.
That's right.
You worked all week to go out and take your wife
Yeah.
out to a nice restaurant.
Right.
Why not? Like, make that guy's day. Tip,
Right.
I always tip the maitre d, the person that's seating you,
Yeah.
because we talk. We know. We
Yeah.
know. Be like, yo, that dude just threw me 20. For
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we
Yeah.
went for your birthday, remember? I was like, yo, let's throw this. You know what I mean? That lady, they put us in a private room.
Give him a little attaboy.
Dude.
I'm a habitual over tipper. Say it all the time.
Yo, it's a
Over
good way. And you fucks listen, it's a good way to lead off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yo,
There's no better way to lead off.
morale and the rapport.
Instant.
You know what I mean?
Instant.
You're right.
Instant.
I need to do better at that. You're a fucking pimp, dude.
Yeah, that's a pimp move.
You
Yeah.
have to.
It is, yeah.
Even I have a reservation. They know where they're going to sit me. This is for you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They
We're-
pull Jess's chair out real quick. And,
Right.
You know what I mean? As soon as I go back there, yo, that dude just threw me a 20 for
Yeah.
this seat.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, for what
$20.
it for what it's
Yeah,
worth.
It's not gonna kill me. $20.
Yeah.
I did the same
It's like-
thing. What's the hibachi guy? And
yeah.
Benihana.
Hibachi, yeah.
When he's done, he's throwing shrimp in his hat and doing all
Right.
kinds of weird shit.
Right.
And I'm like, you're
Right.
my guy. You know, I see
Yeah.
you. Yeah, like
what I'm
it's
saying.
like it's
Yeah.
nice.
Like
That's what tipping. You know,
tuna.
Right.
We went to Ginza, and the first thing he did was drop a 10 in the sushi guy.
boom.
Right.
He's like, yeah, this is
Boom.
for you guys. We're about to sit down.
Yeah.
And they send you tremendous
Boom.
They sent him
mango.
something that's not even
Yeah,
on the menu. It was
mango
a fucking
yellowtail
amazing-
with the
eel sauce
the
or whatever.
jalapeno on it. Bomb.
dude.
Yep.
And it's
It's like that guy gets it.
gotcha. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we hit him up at the end too. It's like it doesn't. It's not much. You don't
Right.
have to tip out hundreds of dollars.
It's the gesture.
Yeah. Right.
So we went out for I never go out on Valentine's Day. Here's a pro tip, people.
Literally.
Never go out on Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
Amateur
Convince
day.
your woman it's not the it's
Right.
the
Always
worst.
a prefix menu.
It's always
Yeah.
a prefix menu. You always get ripped off. Period.
Go on the 15th if you have to go out so bad.
Go out any
Or
other day.
restaurant
Any
week.
other day.
Yeah.
Restaurant weeks is
restaurant
fucking
weeks
same
is-
shit.
oh my
Don't
God.
do it.
Awful.
Don't do it.
It's a fucking
On
scam.
Valentine's Day, you get a card and candy, and then you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got reservations.
Cook at home
Right,
naked.
tomorrow.
Exactly.
There you
Fucking
go.
best thing ever.
That's even better.
Done. Balls out.
Just-
I mean,
just
you
an
spend
apron.
You spend $100 on.
I just
on
came up with that.
ingredients.
Love
You know,
I'm not even mad.
I just came up with that.
Naked with an apron.
Write that down.
Write it down.
It's easy.
With God, all things are possible. Write that down.
Oh my God.
Any-
I knew it. Hang in there.
With God, hang in there.
I got it.
That's what we got.
You timed that.
Got him.
God.
Knew he was gonna get in
Almost.
Anyway, back to my story. So we went out
Valentine's
the weekend, yeah, because I think it was midweek, so we went out on the weekend. I was like, let's go out on the weekend. Plus, I had to work during the week anyway, so
Right.
let's go out on the weekend. So we go out. So we went out that Sunday night and ended up sitting at a table, and one of my regulars was our server,
Oh, okay.
a guy who I've had before, and he's had me before. I always think he's a solid dude,
Good rapport.
good rapport.
I hope this is good.
It's good.
My bill was $6.
Oh, that's good. That's
great.
Wow. There you go. That's proof. If that's not enough proof,
So you paid
A
$106.
$300 dinner was $6.
Pay it forward, people.
dude.
So you paid $156.
You're right. Yeah, right.
exactly.
Right.
For real.
Exactly.
For real.
Yep.
Like,
Exactly.
You heard that? You make up for it. You take care
Right.
of the guy.
Because
Right.
he
Attaboy.
knew 100% going in. He was like, I'm going to do everything in my power to take care of him because he always takes care of me.
Right.
And I know that he's going to take care of me.
Coming
Right.
back.
Because
Right.
he knows I'm fucking at the bar serving him. He's always giving me throwing money my way.
Right.
You know it's coming back.
That's beautiful.
And this is that's my whole point. Is
Right.
like you're good. This always pays.
Yeah.
This dude now got
You're right.
5 times as much
I
as
was
he
about to
normally
say,
would have at
right.
any other table.
I was
on
about
one
to say
table.
whatever absurd amount you gave.
right.
Right.
and he's gonna be like, hey, if this guy ever comes in and I'm not here,
Right. He's gonna tell people.
you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, it's
To get 150 in the real way on 20%, what's that? $750
dude.
tab. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
And that's
it
another
works
thing.
out.
Like
and
it's
it's
a
like,
thing.
I'm not saying risk your job to fucking
No,
Right.
give
no,
somebody
right,
free
exactly.
shit.
Right.
No.
But
If you're
and
not
he just
able-
said, do everything within your
do
power.
what you can.
With-
Yep.
dude,
Tell the owner, hey, yo, this guy's a solid dude. Can I pay for his dessert or whatever?
But that wouldn't happen unless he knows him from the thing. From
Yeah,
the place,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
that's the
It's
thing.
all-
So
The
it's
guy
like,
with the thing.
That's the
You
guy
take
with the
care
thing
of
with the
the
guy
guy
in the
with the
place.
thing.
Yeah.
guy at the place with the thing. Yes, it's
La
simple.
barba
It's-
asquerosa.
So there's that. So
One hand wash the other, man.
doing
It's very
it
simple.
will open other doors for you. And,
Right.
and taking care of people is nice. I
And
take
it just feels
Yeah.
good.
Like,
dude.
why
Who
not?
doesn't want to feel good?
why say no
And
when
why
it
not
feels
make
so
someone-
good to say yes? You know? It's
Yeah, I don't-
simple.
It really is.
You people are missing out. You cheap fucks are missing out. I'm
True.
telling you.
It's
You're
really
missing
are.
out on life.
Get
that's-
that good
yeah,
feeling.
Period.
That warm feeling.
And listen, I get it. If you're someone
Smiles.
who's on a budget and
Yeah.
like life just isn't going your way and shit like that,
Right.
maybe you need to start making some different decisions.
No.
I don't fucking know.
Why don't you be more like be cooler?
Human.
Like,
Be more human.
no, be cooler about it. Like we have tons of easy fucking customers.
I have an
that don't
idea.
tip very well.
Bob,
I have an idea.
you know
too.
Bob.
Probably.
You pop his, he gives you $1, right? But Bob's the easiest
dude ever.
You pop a champagne, he gives you $1. Boom, that's it. He doesn't bother you. Doesn't want.
Right, he
you-
don't ask
he's
for
like-
nothing, yeah.
He's like, whenever you're ready, and
Yep.
you see him sit down. That's the easiest thing you do. You pop that thing, give it to him.
Boom.
Boom,
Yeah.
you're done.
Yep. And he always puts it up in front, so you know he needs another one.
Bob-
you walk
oh,
by,
oh,
ready?
yeah.
You know
Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
License plate Bob.
Oh, yeah.
License plate.
Oh, yeah. You got
With the
he
shirt.
he tells jokes and shit. like
He's
dad
awesome.
jokes. He's wonderful.
He's awesome.
Easy
And
peasy.
you don't mind that $1.
No.
Like,
Right.
You would think, oh,
It's the
you only-
easiest
you only
fucking
get-
dollar
so-
ever.
It's
He's
the
so
easiest
pleasant.
dollar. He's so pleasant. You don't mind. Like you're like,
Exactly.
I see him and I'm happy. Like, I'm gonna make $3 off of this dude, and it's like the coolest thing ever.
Well,
Like,
that's
I'm like, oh,
that's
cool.
the human in you. It's like you're not going to make money, but this guy is going to be pleasant, and that's nice.
It's
You know
nice,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like
You
I
make-
know this
you
space
coming
isn't going to
in
be a
here-
dickhead.
He's not a
happy.
problem.
Nope.
He's not a pain in the balls.
Right.
Nope. He's it's
He's
a
just Bob.
It's just
right.
yeah.
Just Bob. Just nice ass Bob.
Appreciate you, motherfucker.
Same thing every time you see him. We do appreciate you, Bob.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, working like day shift, you establish a lot of those Bobs. that
Tons of
that
bobs.
aren't crazy tippers,
Right.
but they're so
They're
nice.
such nice people.
But then there's that dollar you hate. There's a very hateful dollar out there.
There's a lot of hateful dollars.
There's a lot of tough dollars.
There is a lot of
You know, I'm like, oh, I wish you would just go. I don't know where, but somewhere else.
Somewhere
Yeah,
that's
because
Yeah.
they need
Yeah.
they need a martini. They want a shot first, then they get a
Madon.
martini,
Yeah.
then they want a bottle of water.
Right.
And
Yep.
And then they want to talk to you about their fucking life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk to you about the hand they're playing.
Fuck you, dude.
look at this.
Dude,
Look at this. Come here. Look at this.
Yo, this guy, both these guys, all of us, oh my god, dude, like working certain hours. You're like, oh, I wish I could just go somewhere else in my mind.
Like, God, I hate your face.
Coors Light guy.
Ugh.
Coors Light draft guy.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
The nerve to be a dickhead when you don't tip well is insane to me. Like
They don't know. Dude, they don't know.
Maybe that's what they just don't.
They're oblivious to the fact that they suck.
Yeah. No, yeah, that probably they don't know. They've been
They
like
don't.
that for
No,
so
they
long.
don't. You can't call
That's
them
why
out.
they're
It's-
doing the dollar. That's why they're fucking asking a lot of questions and
Right.
they're telling you fucking stories you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
But you're earning that dollar, son. You're earning it.
You're earning that.
Earn that motherfucker. You're like in the negative category for that dollar.
Oh, dude, it's costing
My.
you. It's costing you fucking spirit.
Dude, it's taking
Right.
it's taking your life.
Bit of my
taking-
soul.
Chunks away from you.
It's like,
But it's
like
fucking-
those cartoons that the guy just opens his mouth and he starts talking to you, but your fucking spirit
Soul
is going into him.
Yes.
What's that show you like
Whoa.
about the vampires? They have the energy vampire.
Sleepwalker.
Oh, What We Do in the Shadows.
Dude, it's called What We Do in the
Okay.
Shadows. They have a guy
Suck your
that they
energy.
call an energy vampire. He's a vampire. He's a legit vampire. He's a daywalker, but all he does is start boring conversations with you to steal your energy. He doesn't even suck your blood.
This is a real thing?
This is a real thing.
you ever seen that show? It's so great.
How great
You'll
to
love it.
create that character as a real fucking
Oh,
vampire.
And anytime
That's
you start seeing
hilarious.
somebody like
Dude.
super bored, like sitting there, like
They're out there.
he's going, like loving it. It's so great.
It's so great.
Colin Robinson.
That's what I said. And it's
That's
like
genius, dude.
it's genius. It's genius to make that
Sucking the
character.
life
Yeah.
out of people.
Sucking the life.
and that's what some of you guys are.
Yeah,
Some of you
energy
guys
vampires.
are energy vampires.
If they're
Jesus
watching
Christ.
this, I hope they're paying attention because
I hope so.
I don't think
well,
so. It's
if
gonna.
they-
It's,
if they're those people, it's either going to go over their head or they're not going to believe it's them.
How do you and how do you still have those people? You have so many people that like. How do you not know in today's world that you playing your music loud as fuck without headphones annoys the shit out of everybody? Do you just know? Do you not know, or do you don't care?
I think they just don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah, I
and
think
they
it's- I think
and
it's
they
they
don't
don't
know.
care.
You think
it's both?
I think it might be a combination.
Well, there's those people out there that need attention, whether it's negative or positive. There's that, but there's also people that we need to take the power back on with the go to the takeout stand whenever you're ready, and be like, yo, here's what's wrong. Maybe it's our fault. Like
You need to be told.
I need to do better with the whole. I want to pay separately, or I want to split the fucking check X amount of ways. And remember, there's a guy in B. There's Venmo now. There's
Yeah,
80.
yeah.
You got 8 drinks.
Yeah, I mean,
48
You buy
minutes.
you buy
got
the
a
next.
second
You
drink.
buy the second next. Boom.
Right.
This is how this works. I'm like,
Right.
you're really not going to do fucking 8 different ways splitting this, are you? With your 8 different.
We all have cards.
vodka. Yeah, vodka and clubs. You
I was like,
fucks.
put them all
Yeah.
together, and we're gonna play lottery. I'm gonna pick out a card.
Yo, that
and charge
vodka,
everybody the
that
same
vodka
shit.
and diet over there wants this check.
You really did binge our fucking podcast.
I was on it.
Shout out to Lenny and Carl and Sweet Carl.
Fucking tremendous.
Funny.
That was
Lenny
the
and Sweet
best, dude.
Carl.
Lenny and Sweet Carl, man. They're the ones who came up with it. They call fucking shitty people vodka diets at the bar. Like that vodka diet over there wants you.
Cocktail bros.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the best.
Vodka diet over there.
Vodka diet.
Shout out to Sweet Carl and Lenny.
Yeah, I don't know. People, fuck these people.
Fuck them kids.
We love the good ones. Yeah, fuck them kids. We love the good people.
I love the
Just
shitty
like-
ones too, but
No,
you
you,
guys
you are lying.
you guys got to grow up.
You're lying.
No. He loves it. He
I'm
loves.
telling you, I
everybody.
love people,
He
but,
loves
but
people.
I also
I
want
do
to.
too.
They
Like-
need to get choked once in a while
Yeah.
too. But you can't actually do it.
I
So
know.
it's kind of
But
like
like you said, it's hard. There's so much in our industry that should be unspoken, or like that's an unspoken rule that you can't tell anybody. You have to say it in different ways. Like if somebody has a $200 check, it's
hard.
and they tip 0, you can ask them if something was wrong with the
Yeah,
service.
yeah,
You can't
yeah.
say, why did you tip 0?
Right.
You'd be like, was everything okay? You sure?
Which I think
we're
we
all
should.
good. You know what I mean? Everything was right. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's tough too.
And they're like, "Why?"
I can't
And I'm
hold-
like, do you really want to know?
Really?
hold
Because
back,
this,
right.
That's
this
how
is why.
I'm like, because the check's 200 and the total's 200. I just wanted to make sure.
Take this
that-
back. You need this. Obviously, you need this more than I do.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that. It's hard, man. It's hard. That's a fine line, and I like to fuck with that line, but I don't have the energy or the willingness or the ability to hold back. Like, I'd rather just not get involved.
rather
in it.
keep-
You know, I'd
yeah,
rather just be like, yo, I'd rather
keep it
I'd rather
moving.
keep my job and move on. Yes,
I have a question for you, Luke.
bring it.
What is it that you like about the shitty people?
They're giving us tremendous content to talk about right now, for one. But
Okay, I'll take
I
that.
like humans in general.
Me too.
Like,
I really do.
But the shitty stories end up being funny. They're
That's
not
true.
funny in the moment.
All right, they create good content.
it's fucking it's fucking
Like,
brutal.
that's the best answer you could have gotten anyway.
It's awkward. It's brutal in the moment,
yeah,
It is brutal in the moment.
but it's
Especially
memorable.
when it's defeated. defeating. I
Well,
used to work-
the people who bore you to death.
When I
fucking
used to
brutal.
work grave,
Yeah.
I used to work grave, and from 3 till about almost 5 in the morning, I had nobody in the bar. Right. Then all of a sudden, a group of people came in about 5 in the morning, and they drank like champs till 6. The bill was $800.
What?
And he left nothing.
Oh.
In 1 hour.
Not a dollar. It was a bunch of people. It was like had to be like 35 people. I don't know what the fuck they were doing.
that is insane.
0. I was like, yes, I finally get
Where the
to-
fuck did they come
I
from?
get to fucking.
I got all kinds of questions.
I know, right?
Well, you know,
That's amazing.
it starts with a G and ends with Ipsies.
Oh,
Roger
that.
I had a lot of them last week.
Roger
Yeah,
that.
but it was,
There was a wedding.
It starts with a G and ends up with Ipsies. Anyway,
no one will figure that out.
well, you
Nobody.
could actually say something to those guys. They don't care what you say to them.
I did.
You're
but-
like, what the fuck?
But
Wait,
they
you
didn't
ran them
do
a
it.
tab? That was your first problem.
Well, the card, it was
No,
an
you don't do
Amex.
that.
I called
Like,
it
nope,
the guy.
doesn't work.
It worked. No, it worked. I authorized it every time.
Declined.
Denied.
It usually is. I authorized it every time. They never said anything about paying cash. They paid on the card and they put 0. And I asked them. I was like, everything was okay.
Great, Mike.
Yeah, you guys were great. You know what I mean? This and that. And I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, because it was me and the bar back.
Oof.
And I'm like, well, I guess. All right. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I could say. There's nothing more you can say.
Nah, I know.
Service was great. Thanks. And that fucking killed. I'd rather do nothing.
You should have a salary position.
They're like, how come you never became a manager? Because I want to eat real food.
I don't want to answer that phone.
Actually, want to live. And
I don't like
make money.
ramen.
I don't want to answer. I don't like ramen. I don't want to answer.
You're a manager. You got to answer that phone, son.
But I also don't want to answer the hey, I got a customer complaint. I don't want to
Yeah.
sit there and do that. I feel like that puts you in a mood or takes energy from you and stuff like that. So
What do
I
you
love-
understand?
I love most of our managers, and I'm not jealous of that part of their fucking job. dude.
That's a
Like,
tough
that-
job. It is.
That is a tough.
That's a tough job.
tough job.
Wait, you see a manager?
Pardon?
No, I have to call them because they have to answer the phone.
You got to answer that phone.
What's a manager?
I would sleep.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That's one of the best parts I love about my shift is that I never see a manager.
You never see them. No.
You know what I mean? Because I don't fucking need them, dude.
True.
Like if
Right.
I need them, I need them. Like
Right.
what do I need them for?
Right.
You know. But for the most part, like I handle it myself. And usually when people get out of line, they want to like, let me talk to a manager. I'm like, all right, hold on. I just call security.
You said manager. You
Here's
didn't
your
say my
Oh
manager.
my God, Robert
wanna
De Niro.
introduce you
Here's
to
the
the
fucking manager.
You don't want to talk because they don't want to talk to a manager. They want to talk to security. They want to.
Yeah.
They don't. It wasn't a problem with. Like it was. It's usually them getting cut off. That's usually when they're like, I want to talk to a manager. I'm like, well, no matter what, like I'm not going to talk to I'm not going to call a manager and waste their fucking time
Just
Right.
deal with it now.
because they're just going to say the same thing I'm going to say.
Right.
to
The
them.
result is the result.
The result is the result. Like, the second I don't feel comfortable serving you, you're done.
Right.
So it doesn't matter.
Because it's up to you.
Yeah,
At
it
the
is.
end of
Really
the day,
is.
it's not up
Yeah.
to them. It's up
Because
to you.
you
You're the
can
one that's
sue
serving
me
them.
personally
Yeah.
if something happens and people
Thanks, New Jersey.
don't understand that shit. And we talked about
Right.
it last time too. It's like being served is a privilege. It is not your right to be served because you're spending money.
Preach, motherfucker.
That you should always have to pay for.
Right? Exactly. So it's a
100%.
privilege. It's a privilege that you can lose immediately.
I'd love to
and
tell a story when you're done.
without much reason. I
can't wait.
go.
Run.
I want to hear it.
Dude. All right, so Christmas night, X amount of years ago.
Right off the bat, right? It already sucks.
In that bar, already.
The fact that you were working Christmas
I'm
night.
sending. It's a set. I'm setting the tone right now. So this chick, and it was steady. It wasn't. Even, it was Christmas Eve going into Christmas morning,
Okay.
correct?
Jesus
You
Christ.
know the
Even
shift.
worse.
Yeah, yeah.
You know the shift.
Yeah, that's rough.
So this chick comes in. I got Matt on one machine. Another.
I got it.
Somebody else that we know next. This girl splits the difference between them. She's like, hello. Like, what did she say? She came up and was like, oh, fuck. Anyway, she called me an asshole. Like, she wasn't there long. I was just working the other side of the bar, came back. She wasn't waiting long. And she said, boom, 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 need this, 3-4 drinks. People are sitting on the couches over there. And she says, I walk away smirking, like, kind of like she's talking to me like a total dickhead. Like, it was bad. And as I walked away, she's like, yeah, keep smiling, asshole. And I was like, I look at the people we know. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna serve you, honey. I'm sorry. After that kind of comment, I don't think I'm gonna serve you.
Yeah.
She walked away. She was like, all right. She rounded up her group, like it made a scene. Rounded up her group. Fucking went over to the place where they pay you. Talks to the people in there. Gets the managers to come down.
Okay.
Our managers.
Okay.
And they come up and ask me about it. I'm like, she called me an asshole, and it's Christmas night. I'm like, I reserve the right to. I was like, however you want to slice it, I'm not serving her. That's all there is to it. It's
Exactly.
Christmas.
You're not gonna force me either.
You're not. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. And I can't believe they came up to question me about it. Like they wanted to get my side of the story. I was just like,
That's a good, but it's good that they got your side.
memorable, and they're jerk offs. I'll never forget that story. It's imprinted in my brain. Like it's a memory to me. Like I have probably dozens and dozens of more that I block out. But
Santa Claus just skipped your house, lady.
dude.
Right. Bitch, be merry.
Like she was like, what? She basically was like, what the fuck took you so long to get over it? She was maybe waiting 3 minutes. Like I was just doing laps.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you're the
Are
only
you
one there.
fucking
There's nothing
serious?
you can do. Yeah, exactly.
Keep smiling, asshole. I was like, I thought about it for what, like for a tick, and I was like, no, not tonight.
Hey, right.
Not ever.
Not ever.
Yeah, not tonight or any
It's
night.
true.
Like you fucked up.
She's
Bye.
like, this guy doesn't want any money. Boom, boom. She rounded up her fucking little. She made a thing. Was like, he doesn't want to make money. Let's go. And she went over to rat me out. I was like, are you fucking
Dude,
serious?
they think they're,
And you
they
know-
think they're fucking better than us.
Hold on, but
bro.
time out. The best part
what it
was that
is.
you know that group was like this fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got
We
us
just
out.
wanted the cocktail.
100%.
You know what I mean?
We just wanted the cocktail.
Yep.
And she
Right.
fucking ruined it. Keep smiling, asshole. Who says that?
Fucking up
Right,
your friend's
right.
night, asshole. On Christmas.
On Christmas.
Christmas.
Very unmarried person.
Unbelievable.
Very unmarried.
I can't
very,
wait.
very
I can't wait to reference that with the people who were there. I was like, they both looked at me like,
Dude,
what's this motherfucker gonna do?
I got a story about McDonald's.
That's great.
Right? McDonald's.
I love story
This was
time.
Christmas Eve at McDonald's.
Oh my god.
All right.
Why are you guys at these
You're a
places?
savage.
Listen. No.
Honestly,
Listen.
that's-
go.
This
Don't
that
ever
is
go.
This is a
savage.
good story. This is a good story. I was there to only get chocolate chip cookies. And what happened with that? Wait.
How many? How many? Like a platter of them?
No. It was just for me and Jess.
Get an apple pie,
But
motherfucker. At least.
that also
it sounds
the chocolate chip itself killed me too. So wait. So I'm just there. I'm just gonna get, they get like what? It's like a 6-pack of cookies. It's like $3. It was just on my way home. Whatever, right? This is a long time ago.
Scott's face.
Long time ago. Long
Wait,
time ago.
Chocolate
where
chip
you
cookies.
come in through the drive-thru.
have them.
Well, it's better than the ice cream machine that never works.
Ooh.
Anyway, it's Christmas Eve. There's 2 cars. I'm here about to order, and there's a car that pulls up here, and there's a car behind me. Now the car that pulls up here.
It's one of those crisscross drive-thrus.
Yes.
Ooh.
Right. So
The double
fancy schmancy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Who designed
So-
that?
So I'm here about
It's
to,
very efficient.
I'm about to order. This guy pulls up this way. It's not his fault, and then somebody pulls up behind me after, right? So I let him go first. You know what I mean? I just let him go. The lady behind me and him get into a fucking shouting match
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve because I fucking let him go first. I was like, he was here before you. You know what I mean?
Jesus
And
is
the lady-
watching.
and he's like fucking. He's
She-
like,
she
at
didn't
least
practice
somebody's in the
Christmas.
Christmas spirit. and
Jesus.
shit. He's like fucking ripping into him. Ripping into her.
Somebody
She's
said something about Christmas spirit in the argument.
Yes.
Oh god, I love it.
No, that's great.
I love it.
And I'm like in the middle of these 2 people like shouting at each other because now they're like in the ordering spot,
Right.
me and
Right.
the lady behind me.
That is hilarious.
Like, fucking- and I'm there like I'm the one that caused this. You know what I mean? But not really, because she was a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You already came after this
Right.
dude.
Yes.
You got behind me after this guy. So either way, if he got behind,
You should have got here sooner, lady. What are you gonna do?
You would've still been third.
I'm trying to wave people
This
in.
is very simple to
You
figure
would
out.
have still been third. All right. And then the worst part about this story is I bit into that fucking chocolate.
And it was
cookie
terrible?
And I shattered my molar.
Oh my god! What?
Insult to injury.
Yo, deadass. Oh my
That-
god.
How did you
That's
break
how
it?
nice. When I went to the dentist, he was like, "You just hit it in that right spot." He's like, "You ever drop a glass and it doesn't break because it didn't hit that?
Yeah.
It hit that strongest spot." And he goes, "So yours is like the opposite." He's like, "You hit the perfect spot because the cookie wasn't hard.
Glitch
it
in the
wasn't,
matrix.
It wasn't
That's insane.
It wasn't
bro.
soft, but it was like the crunchy
Yeah.
edge.
Yeah, yeah.
It shattered it like into pieces. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
That is the worst.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was
spitting out
possible.
Pieces of fucking
With
teeth
something not
from a
hard.
McDonald's fucking cookie
Yo.
after being nice and letting
You weren't supposed to be there.
It wasn't supposed to be
You
there.
weren't
not
supposed to
like-
be there,
Like, there
sir.
were so many warning signs.
Oh my god.
God was like, all right, I'm
Is
gonna
that
teach
the
him.
fucking worst Christmas Eve ever? Like,
Yeah, that,
you
yeah.
fucking shattered.
Shatter
my
your
molar.
molar, not on like a jawbreaker.
Yeah,
Fucking
son.
chocolate chip
Cookie, bro.
and it was
Trusted
still
that
warm.
cookie.
It was still
What?
It's just the
Are
edge.
you-
The
that's-
edge is a little
Bro.
crunchy.
Oh, that shit was about to go anyway.
But no, that's the doctor. I was like, was it my
on
tooth?
its way out,
My
bro.
tooth rotting? Like I didn't have a cavity on there. No, he goes, no. He's like, literally just hit it in the perfect,
I don't
Spot.
accept that answer.
and it shattered.
Yeah.
and I'm like,
I have
yeah,
perfectly strong
yeah, I
molar.
didn't understand.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
You
You
need
know, but
fluoride,
then
son.
he's like, when you go, it's in the water. Fuckface.
Was the nerve exposed? Did it
it's
hurt?
causing us to be dumb.
So
according
many
to Joe
so
Rogan.
many questions.
But
Did it
well,
ruin your
that-
Christmas day?
I shattered
Of
my
course,
molar.
Of course, I had to eat on one side. I had to wait.
Was it hurting the
I
whole
finally
time?
got a root canal.
Ruined
No,
everything.
it didn't hurt. It didn't really hurt like that, like a constant pain. But it just it cracked it so bad that I had to get like a root canal done and then a cap put in and all that shit.
What a bitch ass tooth. That is so
That's a
crazy.
bitch ass
Yo,
tooth, yeah.
I shattered my molar on a
On a chocolate chip
semi-warm
cookie.
chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
That is
After
insane.
being nice.
Wow.
Soft.
It's never happened before or since.
I don't see how it's
Say it
possible.
again.
Was there something?
the crispy edges. I can't. How could I make that up?
I can't accept this.
No, I believe you. It's
I
just
like
so
so-
make
shot
that
out.
up.
Right.
That's
I
so
believe him, yo.
I don't know why, but I do.
For the record.
I don't know why, but I do. Oh,
Right here, this side. This side
Wow.
of the cap.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, moral of the story:
Christmas stories.
stay home on Christmas Eve, people.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
a shitty person, just
Don't be
fucking,
a-
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look-
Just
stay
look how
home.
your fucking aura
Or
affected me.
stay home if you aren't prepared to tip 20% at least.
For proper service.
For
We're saying
proper
Yeah,
service.
if I suck, tell me I
Proper
suck.
service. If I suck, yeah, tell me I suck by tipping shitty.
That's
You know
the
what I
thing.
mean?
I'm
Like
not
I always
mad at
tell. Remember how I was like, remember that guy that was stuttering, and I was like, "Don't stutter when you tip, motherfucker."
Yeah, that was that was fucking
Bro,
great.
that's hilarious.
You're a tremendous subliminal message man
Nah,
behind the
he's-
bar.
I-
got it.
Yo,
bro.
he's like, he's like, don't stutter when it comes time to tip, motherfucker. And I'm the only one that heard it. By the way, I was thinking this on the whatever golf course or just in my own head. You guys should be mic'd up behind the bar. That would be fucking. That would be tremendous
If
content.
we were allowed,
I get fired.
Yeah, we get fired. If it was allowed, because
Yeah.
he could
Yeah,
be talking
yeah.
to somebody, and I'll walk behind him and say something, and he just can't keep it straight.
Yeah, right.
He loses the challenge all the time. He just laughs
Why?
in these people's fucking faces, and I'm like,
What are you
"Hey,
laughing at?"
Yeah, it's not what you're
Fuck
supposed
off.
to do.
You're not supposed to laugh in front of him.
You're not supposed to laugh at that.
But I
You're
want a
supposed-
reaction from him.
You're supposed.
I
to.
want the reaction from him because I'm not dealing with
But they
him.
didn't hear
It's
what
like,
I
right,
said.
right.
They didn't hear what I said. I said it like behind
He
him.
like whispers in your ear. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, you're like Liz DiCarlo. I'm sorry I said first and last name, but she can fucking make a timestamp on that. I don't think she'll mind.
She
loves
doesn't
us.
care.
Yeah.
She heard me at one of the bars. This lady, we're packed.
Okay.
And this lady was, how much do you get for this beer? What are your export beers?
Oh, God.
You know, does the margarita price change if I add this tequila to that? And I'm like, yeah, everything's changed. You know what I mean? And she was like, well, what's your cheapest beer? And I'm like, well, our drafts are $7, blah, 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 this and that. And she kept saying, right?
Get the fuck out.
No, then Liz is washing a dish right next to me, right? And I go, do you want to know what the cheapest thing at this bar is? And she's like, what? And I go, you.
I knew it. I
And,
knew
she
that
said-
was coming.
and Liz was like, and you never shock Liz. You know what I mean?
Right,
And she's
right,
like,
right.
that's like all time.
Yeah,
One
that
of the
is.
greatest things
That's so
like,
good.
No,
that
that's-
has ever been said from a
that's-
bartender.
that's iconic.
Luckily, the lady laughed. Like she kind of laughed it off, and I was like, "We're busy, dude. Like,
Chop
Yeah.
chop.
it's not going to
motherfucker.
be cheap. Whatever
Yeah.
you order."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
What did I see? I saw something about that. It was like good service or a good. What is it? Good service isn't cheap, and cheap service isn't good or some
Yeah,
shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's there.
It's not a hard formula.
Very simple.
Yeah, write that shit down.
Easy. Yeah, write that shit down.
Yeah.
With God, all things are possible. Write that down.
Put that on the back of that T-shirt, son.
It's true though.
Fucking, it's just, you know, like the things that happen at this bar is fucking crazy. And
Same shift, same bar, 2 guys, Pennsylvania ID, 2 drinks. I
Like
forget
Western
what-
Pennsylvania,
west of Philly.
Would you say
I wouldn't
that?
say I wouldn't say Pennsylvania.
Western Pennsylvania.
I wouldn't say Pennsylvania. So
I had some Pennsylvania cats in.
tremendous.
That's awesome.
that's a great, I've
They're good
never
people.
heard that.
Good people.
Pennsylvania
Good people.
is
Good people. But
fucking
but
rich.
it's certain kind
Right.
of people.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
Corn fed, you know.
Lake Erie. So it was very simple.
Why
It
does
was
that sound so
my
cheap?
it was my first day of the week. It was like Wednesday night, and I was like, I was just moving. Like it was like, you know, you come in on a Wednesday, you get there at midnight, and you're balling for like 2 hours, and then you're
then
done
you're
for the rest of the
right,
night.
yeah,
So
exactly,
I was balling like whoever got out early, boom. I'm just moving. This
Right.
guy fucking. I wasn't showing enough attention, I think. That's the thing. You only got so much time. If they see you're working, if I'm just standing there with my thumb up my ass, I'll chat you up.
Right.
But
Right.
made his drinks, boom, done. He asked for his tab. I wasn't showing him enough love. And he came back and he signed his check and said, worst fucking service ever. But he did tip me $4 on 2 drinks. I was like, why would you tip me at all? It's fucking awesome. Oh,
so odd.
This is what
That's
I
so
wanted to
weird.
say.
Smile more.
Besides that,
Yeah.
ooh, I like.
106.
Send it.
Jesus Christ.
So
Nice.
no, this is a thing in the tipping department. Writing cash in the fucking tip line and not leaving cash. Anybody
worst.
have
It's a
this?
thing. Yeah,
that's
it's
crazy.
a fucking thing, dude.
thing.
It's fucking annoying. Like who
Yeah.
does
It
that?
happens
That's
so
a-
much
that's
more
a-
than you
That's
think.
cunt.
It
That's
happens so much more
a
than you think.
next level scumbag.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's next level. Like you're
Like,
purposely doing it to make you look good. Those are the people. This is the
but
people I'm
dude,
talking about.
did the accountant fucking looking at the receipts?
It's worse. It's worse
Yeah,
than putting
that's crazy.
0.00.
Yes.
Right,
Yo,
right.
yo, if
That's
you're gonna
effort
stiff,
to not tip.
you stand up like a man and stiff like a
Exactly.
man. Don't or a woman
Right.
or a woman.
Right.
Have
Walk
some
tall when
respect
you
for
do
yourself.
it. You gotta be kidding
Do
me.
it with your chest.
Don't
do
write
it.
don't
Right.
write cash and be a fucking coward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a thing.
That's a bitch ass move,
Dude.
You know?
Like you said, it's for the
this
accountant.
thing on. There's one guy who would
I need a
yo
beer. I need a beer.
Yes.
I'll get it.
There's only,
I got it. You're good.
there's only 2 left.
You're the guest. Stay.
He's got his own beer.
Yeah,
I'll get
I got a plethora of pinatas.
Yeah, but you're the one telling the story.
Dude,
There's
there's one.
Oh, you
Tell the
bought
story,
beer
sit down.
too?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, this is exciting.
So
How many beers?
Just the 2
I'm
red
in a-
stripe for you and
I'm
Kenny,
surprised
and
that
then
hadn't
his-
come up yet.
brought,
But we came out of the gates
Amstel.
fast. There.
What? What
But
you surprised why it hasn't
no,
come
the cash in the tip line.
Yeah, that's wild.
and not leave any cash.
Never.
I'm
What
like,
a
it
bitch.
happened to me a couple weeks ago.
It happens
and I was like,
more
this
often than
guy,
it should.
and it's a thing, and it needs to fucking stop.
Imagine doing that as a
Like,
man.
just be a fucking. I've gotten fucking.
0.00.
I've gotten well, I've done that, but I've also gotten penises fucking written on the with shooting ejaculate or peeing.
My favorite is fuck you.
Fuck off, right?
I mean,
I've gotten
dude,
fuck off on the
that's,
tip line.
that's standing tall.
That was
but,
fine.
but,
Right,
but
right.
obviously, let me rebut the statement if
Right.
you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't give
That's
you a chance
cold,
to, yeah.
cold-blooded. But
It's the same
but
as fucking troll. It's human troll.
It's
like
also
Right.
passive
trolling
aggressive.
in real life. It's passive
Real life
aggressive.
trolling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
It's aggressively passive.
That's some
It's
pussy shit.
I want
fucking-
to say the G word. Yeah.
It is though.
Say it.
Gay as shit.
The only thing you can say
Gay.
is
Write that down.
write it down.
If you want to tip 0, stop being such a and just don't tip.
Right.
That's it.
Stand tall.
Stand
Look
tall.
me in the eye and stiff.
Yeah. If you're gonna,
Own it, like you said. Own it. Be a man. You made me say it.
Then I gotta feel good.
I had to get it out.
Now we can
Once
start.
an episode.
Change the culture in here real quick there. huh?
Gotta get it out.
We're passionate.
You're in the back seat.
yeah, if you're gonna not tip, like Do it the right
What do
way.
you suggest I do?
Or do it up front, like the lady said.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
somebody
That's
said
the-
it to
that's
me
the right way.
in the bar, like, by the way, just so we're clear on this, I'm going to not tip. I'm like, well, I'm be over here making
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
I'll be over here
Right.
making money with the
Right.
with the
I'm
rest
gonna
of
go to the tipping.
the rest of the people doing my thing.
Like, cool.
Right.
You can get
Like you
takeout
say.
downstairs.
Say that shit.
Yeah.
Give me the opportunity
Say
to
that.
make money.
No.
What
It's
you
like
want?
I'll be over here making money for. I'll be right back. I'll be over here. That's just.
I got to make money first. That's what I said.
That's just.
I'll be right back. I got to make money first.
Said that to
I've done
somebody.
that. I've said that to a million
I
people.
love it. I love it.
Even before you start. Will's the fucking greatest.
Dude,
Nah, I know.
He's the greatest.
I teeter totter on that line.
Yes,
a lot.
it's beautiful.
And
You
it's
get-
like there's
These
some people that
need it though.
Yes,
they
but
need to
there's-
hear that
there,
shit.
I feel like I'm so far so good. Knock on wood that
Yeah. You
am
walk the
pretty
line
good
well.
pretty good at judging who
That's
I can
it.
walk the
Who
line
you can
with.
say,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct. If they can
Because there's
send
some
it,
people-
they can hear it.
That's
Exactly.
the important thing to determine.
Exactly.
Who can I say this to?
Who can I say this to? And I think I'm pretty good at that. Like I have like a weird sense. I'm like I should card this guy. That I know he looks older, but I should card him.
Ends up being
Almost-
underage.
Almost 90% of the time, they don't have ID.
Oh shit.
It's a weird fucking, telekinesic.
Dude,
telekinesis.
what are the three rules, or is there 2 rules you have? Like, I used to be a bartender. Do that one. That's a good one too. I love that shit. He's like, this is a kid.
these are
3
the
kisses
game-
to death.
The kiss of death is I used to be a bartender.
Oh,
I'm gonna take care of you.
And you're
God,
not,
that one.
It's bad.
What's the third
I
one?
don't remember.
I didn't know it was 3. I thought it was 2.
Oh.
It might just be 2.
But those are game killers.
Yeah, I know.
Those
I
are
used
game-
to be a bartender.
I used to be a bartender. You're never gonna get a good tip. And I'm gonna take care of you. They never take care of you.
Yeah. Nope.
And it's not even like
We'll be waiting.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
We'll be
all
here.
right.
I will
Yep.
not hold
Yep.
my
Glad
breath.
you said that because
Stay
you might as well
tuned.
say I'm a shitty tipper.
Right.
If you say I used to be a bartender, I'm a shitty tipper because
Yeah, just stand in whoever you are.
You must have been a
Be
shitty
it.
bartender too. If you're not still doing it, motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
in some capacity.
Right.
Dude, I
Either-
will always, and I'm pretty good, but I'm saying I will kind of always, even if I get a fucking stiff job, which I probably won't, a working stiff job. I still
Probably still
bartend. I still
bartending.
bar. I'd rather be in a.
You're still
I'd rather
gonna-
be behind the bar on the weekend than in a bar on
It's
the weekend.
still
Yeah.
fun. As
still
much as
fun, you still
I
make
feel like
money.
this podcast has turned those shitty moments into fun.
Yeah.
Because now
What-
I'm like looking for shitty
we can
fucking.
vent now.
Look, this,
Right.
this just
This is
happened.
good
to me,
content. Let me
this-
write this shit down.
This
right.
just happened to me Saturday, and I'm not fucking kidding.
Here
right?
we go.
Yes. I
This
love
girl comes up. She says
She's shuffling.
She says the waitress is terrible. No. She says the waitress is terrible. I believe her because of the waitress that was on.
I believe her, yo.
I believe
I
her.
definitely
I don't know
believe
why,
you,
but
yo.
I do. The waitress is no good. Just making her wait. I was like, okay. She goes, I'm gonna start a tab. I go, fine. I card her, get her, get her credit card. She runs through the order. She takes all her drinks. I turn around to start the tab. Her shit's declined. I'm like, fuck. I'm looking around. I can't find where she's sitting. I'm like, whatever. I'll just leave it. You know what I mean? I still have her card. She's got to come back for it. Yada, yada, right? She comes back with her friend. She goes, oh my God, I'm sorry. I almost forgot. I forgot to close my tab. And I go, yeah, your card's not
About that.
yeah. I was like, your card's not working. She's like, what do you mean it's not working? I'm like,
You know what it
it
means.
doesn't
Yeah,
work.
stop.
You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
it was 3
pat-
times.
just-
I go, it doesn't work. And she goes, what does it mean? I was like, it's declined. It's a debit card. It's declined.
Yeah,
And she
security.
goes, right. I'm giving her the card. She goes, it's probably because I'm from Florida.
Well, fix it then. bitch.
Wait, no. And I go, like that. Like, what does that mean? That you're from like, is there a
out of
country
state.
called Florida? That you're
Yes,
from that doesn't-
actually.
So I go like this, and her friend goes, and just gives me her card. Like her friend is like, I'm like, your friend is a super fucking like right wing. Glad she's in Florida. If Florida's so great, fucking stay there.
Right.
Like, why are you? Why?
Well, in
why
her
do you
defense,
think-
what I will say is that if you are on vacation, a lot
Security.
of times banks will shut down your
That's
card
what I meant
if
when I
it's-
said fix it. Like
Yeah.
call the bank real quick.
but
and
it's-
fix
But
it.
does it have anything to do with being from Florida? No.
That's the fact that you're out of town.
She
From anywhere but.
You can tell with the energy that she said it that she's like, I'm in a fucking blue state, ain't I? Like, like it was that kind of fucking
mean-
energy
my
that she
God,
fucking
bro.
had with it. And it,
I mean, but fuck Governor Murphy.
but like I said, I just went like this. Like I was so shocked by that, like that I went like that. And her friend was like, like she's
Yeah.
crazy. Here's my card and paper.
What do you mean it doesn't work? Stop this shit.
Twice.
Dude.
you know
Stop
exactly what it means.
I don't want to
Yeah.
embarrass you.
You know what it means.
Like, you want me to
Yes,
say
you
it?
do.
Like, you want me
Yeah.
to just say
You want me to tell you? It's
you
declined?
don't have enough money to pay for this? Like, I'm trying not to say that.
Oh no, it's probably like a security
freeze.
issue.
No, that's what you're saying. Like,
100%.
Yeah,
and if that's the issue,
Yeah.
once he tells her, listen, it's not going through or whatever, it's not working, you should know, okay, let me just check to make sure it's not a security issue. And
Yeah.
then you say that,
Check
give me
your
a second.
phone. Yep.
Yeah.
Agree
Boom.
with your bank. Call them.
Exactly.
It's all good.
Which is an easy fix.
Right.
It's
But
an
you
easy
can be a
fix.
dick about it.
And
Which
what
I
she was
try,
doing-
which I
everyone
try
is.
not to
What
be.
she
Try
was-
not to be because you don't want to embarrass
But if
her.
you make
Yeah.
the silly
You know what I
comment
mean?
like
But you
this,
said
yeah.
it again, and I was like,
What do you
"It's
mean it doesn't
declined.
work?
It has nothing to do with
It's
Florida.
declined," and you could tell she was embarrassed.
It
But
means
yeah,
you were too broke to come out and you made a dumbass
Nah,
decision.
it's probably like the bank's like, like
Well,
it's like
you
it's
know
like
what?
going Christmas shopping too hard.
Well,
The bank
It
might.
was. It was
Well,
a 30,
she
it
should
was
have after the first inform. You know what I mean? The
It's
first
crazy
time
that your bank's gonna
Yeah.
flag $36. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
If I don't have if we all go out and
Yeah.
I don't have $36,
come on.
you can each take turns punching me in the face
right?
because
Why are we going?
$36?
Why am I coming out?
Why am I coming out if I don't have $36?
And that's the main.
And then you're
issue.
trying to pay for your other two girls. Get out of
Yeah.
here.
The funny part is when
You
you,
gonna blame
you tell
that
them, like, hey, like, my go to is what I give it back. I'm like, hey, man, like, do you have another card? I'm like, probably, I'm like, if you're not from around here, sometimes the banks will shut them down.
Yeah, you
and they're
try
like,
giving them.
they'll say, try it again. And I just go, no,
right.
I'm not trying it again. I've
Yup,
already done
it's
it.
closed.
It's not going to work.
It's
right.
not going to work.
Right.
Unless you do something on your end, it's not going to work. It's your bank. It's
Right.
your bank.
Right.
Not us.
Do you think I'm sitting here doing something?
I try
like
all
to
the
make it not
avenues.
go through.
Yeah.
I try all the avenues, right? You have to put the chip in, and you have to do that 3 times before you're allowed to swipe it.
Come on.
Put the chip
I got
in
a
3
fresh red
times,
stripe.
and you swipe it. That means it's declined 4 times, and then I put it in manually.
Glossius.
That's declined 5 times. Then I come to you and be like, "Yeah, this is no good. Yeah, but you don't have the."
yeah.
I brought it.
Oh.
Shit. Almost stole.
Let me give you proper service.
Tip that
gotta make you,
motherfucker.
I gotta make a proper bottle opener for this fucking place.
What's wrong with this one?
What?
It says C3 podcast.
You know,
on it.
Scott Ball's leather.
It's original
better
Rude
on
Boy
that dish.
Shatta.
Original.
Rude boy.
On the sea.
Shata.
Yeah, it's awkward. The cards get declined, but then
Especially when they're
it's
in a
very
big group.
emotional. It's emotional for them.
It is. It's
They
embarrassing.
Take it very personal.
I can
It's
see it.
embarrassing, and I try to do my best
Yeah.
to not convey that fucking.
Especially as
Right.
a dude like with a chick, like you have to be
Yeah.
very like
Yeah.
if they're
Almost.
cool, if they're fucking,
Oh yeah,
if
Dude.
they're
You can always-
assholes,
you can also
Yeah,
crush
I was
them,
about
too.
to say if they're assholes.
Announce it over the PA system.
your card doesn't work, bro.
Dick bag.
That's Vagiclean. Price check on Vagiclean.
Little too much cheese on the taco.
She's breaking bread, and I think it's sourdough.
Dude, he's so good, bro.
Dude, he probably came off the fucking cover.
Did you guys see the Chappelle Netflix thing? When,
Yes,
when
when
he,
he's
he was
talking
talking. He was talking
him
about
being Andy
he was
Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman
Yeah.
on Man in the Mirror. and he's
my
like,
God.
all I wanted to do was meet fucking Jim Carrey. Oh, I gotta deal with this shit.
I gotta pretend. I had to pretend he's Andy Kaufman all afternoon.
No,
And I tell you that story.
Yeah. Yes.
Fucking great.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
He
good.
my
had-
God.
He's a fucking.
Not to ruin the
genius,
show
man.
for anybody,
And-
dude.
no, I'm not gonna ruin
so
it.
good.
But he pushes that shit. If you tell him he can't say
It's
something,
fucking wonderful.
he'll push it harder
yeah.
and harder
Yeah,
and harder.
because
and it
fuck
was
that.
He's winning them over. He's slowly
He's going
winning them
to.
over.
He has to.
Dude, you
That's
can't
good.
not laugh at him.
No,
you can't.
it's too good.
It's too good.
Yeah.
Dude, we
Answer most commonly given. I want to hear what he's going to say
next.
next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't
See,
fucking
it's-
beat it. And I just was put on to Dan Soder.
Oh yeah.
You watch that?
I
That
watched a
free
little bit
YouTube
of it,
special?
but I watched Billions, right? And he was in Billions.
Oh, I didn't know
all
that.
7 seasons.
Oh, okay.
And he was pretty great. He was pretty funny, but it wasn't like over the top funny. I had no idea he was even a comedian.
He's so fucking
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And he was on Rogan the day after Cat Williams.
Right after Cat
Did you watch-
Williams, right.
Did you watch the first 2 minutes?
Yeah,
Dude, they
how
all
he
did was-
impersonating
Yeah,
Cat.
but they all talk like him, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Dan
yeah.
Soder, he goes, I want Cat Williams to voice my self-hate tape.
Yes.
And he was like, you ain't never been nothing. You ain't never gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it was like self-hate. Like, it was so
Self-hate.
great.
Yeah, I never.
Self-hate
I got to look into that one.
Yeah,
Instead of a fucking-
On Rogan, he did that?
Yeah,
All right, I'll
dude.
start with that.
He was like, you ain't never gonna be
Right out-
nothing.
right out
You
the
ain't
gate,
never been-"
yeah.
Yo, it was so
yeah.
Great lead off.
Great.
Yeah, it's a
It
grabber.
is. Yeah,
And Dan he even asked Joe Rogan. He's like, "What did he say about this?" He goes, "I don't give a fuck. He's a gem. That guy's a gem. I'll have him on anytime."
That's
Like
right.
they made fun of him, but not like in a
Not in a disparaging way.
No, and then he talked about the books thing. He goes, "Oh yeah."
So he doubled down on the wild shit.
Down. He goes, "When you double down on something crazy, it's amazing."
Yeah.
You're like,
double down on the crazy shit.
how's this gonna pan out? Ooh.
Well, that's because it's such a ridiculous thing he said. Like the amount of books
Yeah, but
that
then
he said he read.
He explained
He
how.
He explained it much better on Rogan.
Yes.
Yeah, he broke it down.
I saw
Yeah,
somebody
broke it
bitching
down.
about in the comment section about you guys bringing it up.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Rip Chow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you guys sound so ignorant. That's the way it was back in the 70s.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
read.
You saw that
I'm like,
comment?
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. I was like, are you serious? I was like, is this really
Face
a-
value when you heard it on
Fuck off, by the way.
on
Club
Shannon
Shay
Sharp's.
Shay? Yeah, Club Shay Shay.
When you heard of that shit, everybody was sitting there like,
Everybody, bro. Come on.
Well, maybe he exaggerated. Whatever.
did.
Yeah.
Right,
Right,
of
yeah.
course.
Still,
That's-
even the way
there's
he's
that.
Still exaggerating.
he
he
still
exaggerates
exaggerates
everything.
Right,
That's what's
right.
kind of fucking
That's
great.
his
Right.
fucking thing. But it's
Yeah.
like you're driving the point home that that's all he could do. His parents were Jehovah's Witness.
Right.
He, from 8
Yeah.
years old to 12 years old,
said
he
he
was
couldn't-
allowed to read scripture, nonfiction, classic books,
And
and
it.
that was it.
Yeah.
No,
No
TV,
novels.
no
Yep.
internet,
No
no
novels,
novels,
yeah.
nothing. So he's like, I'm reading like 300-page books. I'm not reading like 1,000-page books.
Right.
But he's also like, he's
Still
like when
funny.
these books have appendix, like he's like, I need to reference that. So I would have 4 books open. And he's like, and I'm okay, this guy referenced this book. Let me read that excerpt so I can understand this better. And he loved to read, and that was his escape. And he's like, I had 8 hours in a day
Yeah.
to do what I wanted, and I literally had nothing else to do.
But still, the
Read.
speed it said he said he was reading.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
I'm like,
To maintain that at a 4-year clip, 8 books a day.
At a young
at 8
age.
years old.
At 8 years.
Yeah.
It's still ridiculous, but I'm sure he's
So absurd.
I mean, and I'm
I
not saying
love
he
it because
can't.
it's so funny.
I'm not saying he's not a prodigy.
No,
Because he could
yeah.
be. Because there
No.
are prodigies who can do this shit.
I think he is, actually.
very
Yeah.
very intelligent.
Yeah.
but
And like you said,
No. Just no. No.
I
No.
kind of want to see it.
Right.
I kind of want to see it happen. I want to see him
Yeah.
run this 4-second fucking quarter
Yeah,
mile.
I don't think that's
or
real.
40.
That's not real.
Not quarter mile.
Quarter mile.
4
you're going
second
back
40.
to Fast and Furious.
I am the Flash.
like Dan Soder made a joke about that too. Remember we were talking about Fast and the Furious?
Oh, God.
And he's like, I wish I could turn this part off of my brain. And he's like, I wish I could see the trailer for Fast and Furious 12
And not get
be like,
excited.
they're getting faster. Like it's like well, my mind blown by shit like that.
Right.
He's like, but my logic doesn't fucking allow it. So it's like, it's funny, you know what I mean, to think like that, you know what I mean? And he was
Yeah.
like, talked about all of this shit. Like he was like, my stepdad. He's like, he never fucked me or anything crazy like that. He never.
Just to
But
let
he's
you
like,
know.
he never
Yeah.
hit me, but he's like, dude,
First things
it was
first.
it was a roast at dinner every night. Like he roasted him, like he like fucking shit on him mentally,
man.
dude. But it was so he had some.
I gotta
really
watch
good-
it.
It was only 30 minutes. It's on YouTube for free, and
Oh, you talking
Him-
about his? He
put out a comedy special for free
Oh, I thought you were saying all this was
on
happening
YouTube,
on
and I saw it.
Joe Rogan podcast.
Well, he was on Joe Rogan, and I saw I'm about an hour into it.
Yeah.
But he mentioned that he put out the YouTube.
Oh,
channel
okay.
for
I'll
free.
check it out.
And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just, it's fucking great. Like, and Joe Rogan too, they go off on these tangents.
Of
Like,
course.
they started with Cat Williams that led them into fucking SeaWorld and animals.
my
and,
God.
And like how
Go back to SeaWorld.
and how he used to love Milo and Otis, and how like the realities of making that movie fucking ruined it for him and shit. It's just fucking.
That was a white man can't jump reference,
It's
by the way.
Watch it.
Go back to see.
Tremendous. Back to SeaWorld.
But he's
Movie
Like I
jukeboxes.
never heard of that dude, and he's fucking hysterical.
Dan Soder.
Dan
Yeah.
Soder.
I have to watch it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. It was a really good. It's a really good podcast so far,
Yeah.
and they're just funny. They're just fucking go.
I trust
after
your
it.
judgment. I'm in.
They were
Yeah.
just. He's
Dan
a funny,
Soder, dude.
funny fucking dude. Like he was like Bluetooth almost ruined his relationship. Because he's like we were cool. We used to, take showers with my fiance. We take long showers. So I thought it would be a cool gift to get her like this waterproof Bluetooth.
Uh-oh.
He's like, and she's in the shower, and he's like, I probably will rub one out real quick. So he puts it on,
Oh, he puts the porn in
and
it.
he's like, I
Connects
can't
to her.
imagine how jarring it must be to hear porn. He goes at the loudest because it wasn't volume on my phone, so I'm fucking hitting the volume up like a.
Oh my God.
He's like, she's in the shower, dude. I couldn't stop fucking laughing. He's a
That
good
is funny.
Bro.
good fucking comic, dude. It's fucking great. I can't believe I never heard of him before, but anyway, Dan Soder, if you get check
Dan
out.
Soder.
Good old Dan. Yeah, we need to
If
check
you
him
see
out.
his face, you probably know. He's done he has his own podcast too.
I've been watching the Bert and not just like shorts on all the socials and shit. And it's like they're loving
Kreischer?
on Bert, well, but they're loving on Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis is hot.
Dude,
Right?
listen, Shane he's on a like this right now, dude. Yeah,
Ascent.
he's everywhere.
Yeah, he went from fucking SNL to down. They signed him to do the Garage series. Remember the one that he was? They were talking about the human resources.
Tom.
Oh God.
Human resources was trying to tell them they can't ball tap each other anymore.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
It was so great. And he's like, I call meeting or I call what he something stupid. But it was so fucking funny. Like they're so dumb, but it was great. Like he's great.
Are you familiar with Matt Rife?
Yeah, I don't know him like
You
that.
really haven't seen.
I saw one thing somebody sent me, and he was in Iowa, and he was like macking it to this chick in the audience, like he's like the lady was attractive, and he was like, this is your fucking daughter. And
Oh,
like,
yeah, we seen
you
that.
saw
Oh,
that
yeah,
one?
yeah.
I was like, I just liked how he was interacting with the
He's
audience.
great at
I was
it.
like, dude,
Yeah.
I was
Great
like,
at
this
that.
guy's got something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Great at that.
I don't know. I was working one night, and he did a show over by your place.
Okay.
And
Yes,
I
yeah,
heard
it
some
was
some
nice.
good feedback. You know, people are fucking.
Of course,
douchebags.
Yeah,
It's
of
like,
course.
you're gonna hear
you
all
know,
this shit.
I'm like,
Right,
what are you
right.
talking about? Like, the guy's up there winging it, one man show, and you're
that
fucking,
shit's
and you're
impressive.
critiquing him,
Yeah,
drinking your
yeah.
fucking vodka and diet.
Vodka
over here,
diet.
You know what I mean? Calm down.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Down.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. I was just curious.
what were you gonna? Yeah, no,
I
I
was just
don't.
curious. I don't know if you watched the special or anything.
I should. I just haven't
You
made
liked
time
the
yet.
special though, right?
I liked it.
I didn't like this.
I like him. I like the guy.
Netflix or
Yeah.
his writing jokes are.
Yeah, he just,
I don't know. I just.
I was
like said,
high
it's
when I
just-
watched
it's
it, so
just
maybe I
not
should
for
watch
me.
it sober.
It's not for
I
me.
was. So I might have a
it's-
different opinion.
I
It's
really
100
enjoyed his shit,
It's
but I was
100%.
Right.
It's 100% not a see twice thing.
oh, now we're talking.
But
It's a one-timer.
His crowd work.
One timer.
His crowd work is fucking.
Nah, his crowd
amazing.
work is, like,
just like
legendary,
Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz can fucking
Yeah.
crush.
Have you
work.
seen his?
I saw his special.
What'd you think about it?
I was, there was good moments. It was
So you
better
don't-
than Matt Rice.
Okay, so but you didn't like if you take it like 1 to 10, 10 being fucking Chappelle level, 1 being the worst ever. What would
I'd
you?
say I'd say it's solid 6.5.
Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz
Okay.
6.5.
Okay.
Matt Rife 4.
Wow. I gotta watch it again.
That's my metric.
watch
But
it
that's all I do. All I do is watch comedians. I'm not a fucking expert. But what's
No,
funny,
but it's your
what's
shit.
funny
It's
to
your
me?
What you like, right?
that's-
Yeah.
What's funny to me? Like
Content,
it's
the
all
flow.
subjective, right? I mean,
Yep.
it's
Right.
just, you
I
like
find
it,
it-
I didn't like it.
It's funny because I find that funny because a lot of people, everything is subjective. It's like it's all opinion, this and that.
Exactly.
yeah.
So I saw this guy did a list of most overrated musicians on
Okay.
it was like on TikTok or something.
Oh, I would love
Right?
to see this.
His number 1 was Beyonce. He's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, my
Nah,
number
he's
1.
tripping.
All right, so exactly, right? So I was
I'll
like,
stand up for
whatever.
Beyonce
But he
any
explains
day.
everything why he thinks the
Okay.
way he thinks.
Okay. Okay.
And this one lady came in. She's like, "Is this guy even a musician? How is he? What is his credentials to even?
Why are we
critique these
listening
people?"
to this guy?
And I was like,
Right.
well, I don't know. I'm not a fucking. I actually wrote back. I was like, I'm not a helicopter pilot,
Right.
but I'm pretty sure that dude who killed Kobe and his daughter wasn't on his game that day.
Right. You don't have to be an expert.
I don't have to be an expert
on
to see that.
helicopters to know that.
Yeah,
Right,
and I'm
right,
not trying
right,
to.
right.
And it was a very extreme.
Yeah.
No, but it got the point. It proved
It's the point.
though.
It's
yeah.
like you don't have to, and it's the same thing. Like, and
you know, they saw people's hands off in Saudi Arabia.
I don't know. I'm just saying things that don't matter.
Yeah,
So,
but you came in strong with that one. Yeah,
You did.
it's true. That was probably
That
one
was
of my.
rough.
That was one of my shining moments in life.
That was rough, man.
Anywho,
Scotty
Anyway,
balls.
yeah.
Not so secret troll.
sometimes it hits. Sometimes it hits.
it gets emotional out there.
Sometimes
It's,
it lands.
Hey, not every joke is gonna land.
I love
Exactly.
it. I love the
Sometimes it
ones that don't land.
it's real out here in these streets.
So that's
He's
it.
like, I'd like to pay you for the attempt.
Nice.
So that's one of my things with parenting. So, and I know you're the only parent in the room, so
Yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah, that's
it's a
crazy.
rough thing.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
But parents have a hard time listening to any kind of criticism from someone who is not a parent.
Yeah. I'll
And
admit
it's-
that. I'll admit
Yeah,
that.
and I get why. I get why.
Yeah.
It's like you have no idea what the fuck I'm dealing with.
Right,
Like,
right,
I don't,
right.
but I don't need to fucking understand what you're dealing with to understand that kid's fucking up.
No, in facts.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because I felt like that before I had kids. Because my whole thing, my big thing with being a parent, I remember I would always say this. When I saw a kid,
Acting up.
in public acting a fool, I'm like, yo, one of my biggest things is going to be when I have kids, whenever that is, I'm going to make sure that they're fucking obedient and respectful. You don't have to be a parent to know that the kid or that the parent is not doing their job
Yeah.
in terms of disciplining them. So I get that. It's because being a parent is such a unique thing and there's nothing to compare it to.
Exactly.
So when you hear it from somebody who's not going through it, it's like,
You have no
but
idea.
there are certain things that are just that obvious that you don't have to be in that position of whatever the role is. You don't have to be a helicopter pilot to know that what you said. You don't have to be a parent to know that this child is acting a fool because you don't discipline them correctly.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like it's true.
There's nuance to it.
I get it.
100%.
There's nuance to everything. Right.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. And like I said, I think there's a lot of people who fucking want to stick their nose in things that aren't their fucking business.
Right. Yeah.
For no fucking reason.
Right.
For no
Just
fucking
because they
reason.
want to be in it.
Yeah,
right.
like, hey, you should really take care of that.
Yeah.
That's an old Bernie Mac right there. Fuck you. Don't you tell me what to do. I will kick my kids.
Yeah, that's a fact. He's like, oh, fuck a kid up. God, Bernie was so fucking
Beat
good,
them in their
yo.
sleep.
Yeah, he said, I'll beat him in his sleep. I'll fuck a kid up.
Fuck you.
It's so good.
Dude, he was like, I remember this is one of my favorite. It's so raw. This joke he said in Kings of Comedy, because I used to watch just his part on the Kings of Comedy.
Me too.
Like
He's
over and over
again.
again. Dude, I
Everybody
almost
did.
recite it.
How
about
bro.
the
Everybody did.
Bro, right, because he was
He
just
went right to Bernie.
right. He's
Yeah.
the
funniest
fucking
one.
goat out of them. So
Exactly.
he was like, I would open up a daycare, right? He said, you come and pick up your kid. He said, and they got a big lump on his head. He said, don't ask no questions. You see him. He's like, I took a hammer and slapped the fuck out of him. He's like jumping on my goddamn couch. It's like, dude, he's so funny, bro. He was like, no, listen, anybody can get it with Bernie. Anybody.
That's
That's the way it should be with comedians.
and he wasn't
Right.
a parent. Right?
No, he has a
Did
daughter.
he became a parent later?
No, his daughter.
No, he took over.
Oh,
the
at that
kids.
time, when was Kings of Comedy? Early 2000?
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Right.
He took over the kids before.
Yeah,
he was
because
a
I know
parent,
he
right?
has because his daughter had put out a video
okay.
recently about something. But I know she's grown. She's 20
Yeah, yeah.
something. So I don't know. Maybe
That's
she
what I'm
was
saying,
just
maybe he-
born.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Bernie was the GOAT. But no, you don't have to. To your point, you don't have to be in the role of said position to be able to make a judgment, depending on how far you're. Depending on what it is. Like if it's
you
something,
can see it for what it is.
right?
Sometimes more than the actual parents.
Yeah, because you step
I
outside
feel
of it. Like
Exactly.
a
It's
different perspective is always usually valuable if it's not coming from a moron.
It's and so like when you like when like you said people are, like kids are acting up in public and you see the parents are like immune to it. Like that, I always wonder,
letting it happen.
Yeah, but I always wonder about that
I get
too
so
because
mad about that.
I've been like, I don't have any children, but you go to like, let's say my nephew's birthday party, and these kids are fucking going crazy,
Right.
And the parents are just having a normal
Yeah.
conversation like that. They don't hear any of that.
Right.
I'm like,
That's what they
Like, I gotta get out
because
of
that's
here.
what they do at home.
but that's what I'm saying. So it might be like
They don't
you're
hear
just
it.
tuning that out.
Right.
You're tuning out them acting up,
Yeah.
because you hear it all the
It's
time.
touchy.
Right.
So
It
that's what I
is.
mean. It's like it's weird. Like I know that there's things that I'll never understand because I'm not a parent, but there's also
A
things
lot of
that
it is common sense, though. Dude.
Yeah.
it
but,
really is.
But a lot of it, I do like objectively can be like, your son's gonna be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
Did you see the video of that kid? Like he threw like a ball. It was on all over bar stools.
Okay.
He threw like a ball to the guy and to like his older brother or older cousin, and the kid whacked it over a house. And the
Okay.
kid started screaming.
Yes, I've seen that shit, dude.
And the dad just walks over like,
Yeah.
bro, if
I
that
got
was
so
me,
mad at that.
My dad was like, shut the fuck up.
Right, bro.
reason.
I said, good. Listen,
It's like, what are you doing?
because I have a story that
You
relates.
sound
to that.
insane.
Wait, come
Right,
on.
he looked like a
What?
bitch,
Wait,
the dad.
so wait, the kid pitched the ball
Pitched the ball to his his older brother or old
with a bat, kickball. What are we doing?
It was weird. It was like a foam ball or something. It wasn't a baseball.
And he crushed it.
He sent it over a fucking.
The kid starts
I would celebrate the guy. Like, nice fucking hit.
That's what everyone was like, "Yo, that's fucking awesome. We'll go get the ball."
You got to see this clip. It's
shit.
The kid started screaming like someone's trying to kill him. It's a little boy. It's like, like, and the dad walks over like, it's okay, son. You know, and he like hugs him like, the fuck?
Was there money on it? I don't understand why he was so upset about it.
Because that's the bitch ass parenting. That's exactly why the kid
Now
was
we're talking.
upset. Bro, I took Cannon and Celine to Kingpin last week, just me and them, and I'm crushing them, of course, right? Because I'm never let them win anything.
Throw them a tremendous.
Because we're not teaching you that bullshit.
We don't do that,
right? So Cannon's getting mad.
Here it is.
Now I'm helping.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was about to say, fuck it, play it. But I'm helping Celine because Celine doesn't want to use the little. They have a little ramp
Like a
that you put
dinosaur
it down.
thing.
That,
she wants to throw the ball.
right, the little
Yes.
dragon. She doesn't want to use it.
I love it.
I'm like, all right, well, Daddy's got to help you because I let her do it one time and the ball barely made it down the lane.
Right.
I said, so Daddy's gonna have to help you a little bit. She's like, okay. So me helping her is and the bumpers are up, so she's getting like decent scores or whatever. And Cannon is lagging behind a little bit, and he's like, this isn't fair that I'm losing. I said, it's completely fair. I said, you're not good at it. I said, however, Daddy will help you become better. I said, this is fair. This is how life works, Cannon. I said, if you're not good, somebody better is going to beat you. That's how it works. But Daddy will help you so you can become better, and you won't have to feel like this again. He was like, all right. You know, he's still, because he's 6, dude. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to plant those seeds so he starts thinking
The
like
earlier
that.
he learns that, the better man he's gonna fucking
Exactly.
be.
Motivation.
Yep.
That's it. It's very simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have total leads without scoring. Like,
Yeah.
If you how can you possibly know the thrill of winning if you don't know the fucking agony of defeat?
Right. And I love that he was so down. He was like, this isn't fair. Like, he was like on the verge of crying. I'm like, hold on. And I said what I said to him. And he's like, all right. And so, you know, I'm going to keep taking him so he can get better. But you know what I mean? It's like, why is it so hard to do that with your kids, dude? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's because people weren't raised that way. They were raised like soft.
You always want to make their life better.
Right. And I
Every
understand that.
Honestly, I blame our generation.
I do
It is us.
Yo, it was our
100%.
generation.
Our
that
generation
raised
started
our
this
kids
pussy
as bitches.
shit.
Yeah. It was like the pussification of the fucking world, bro. It really was. Like, and you know, I don't know. I just don't want my kids to like that whole participation trophy
fuck that.
shit. Like getting a trophy, you came in 6th place, and you're getting recognized. No, because when you go out into the real world, you don't get recognized for 6th place.
Yeah, but we didn't.
You lose. Your whole life is just a losing battle if you come in 6th place every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, we're not doing it.
What were you saying?
We didn't give the participation trophies. Some of them came to us. I got one back in the day. Like just you show up and you get a trophy. I'm like, the fuck? But at the time, I'm like, okay. But I won a lot along the way. But I'm saying, like,
It was weird.
was it
to me.
us? Or was it
The coach,
was it
or-
our parents that started making us soft, like that kind of thing?
I don't know.
I always say, and I had this
Boomers
conversation.
question.
Blame it on the boomers.
Are our parents boomers? I guess they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
they
My parents are. Yeah, for sure.
well
50s, right?
both born in
My
50s.
dad's 49, my mom's 51.
After
so,
45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
right
after
in
like
there.
at 45
To,
pretty
like,
much once the
60.
war
My
ended,
mom's
Right.
60.
all the soldiers came home and started
Dad's
fucking.
64. Yeah.
They were like,
How
yeah,
many
we're-
people are out there fucking right now?
I'm putting.
Not a lot of people out there.
Fucking. All right, hold on. You guys.
Oh yeah, this clip.
Yeah.
Yes. This is wow. This is
Did you
disappointing.
connect it?
Yeah.
Watch the dad.
Yep, that was
Bro,
soft.
it's all he did was
Let him
he just
scream.
hit a home run.
But he can go get it. You can go get the ball.
He's like, you're not supposed to win against me. That's the thought that the kid
That
has
kid
because of the lack of parenting.
Tremendous confidence with that swing. Right?
Oh yeah. So he fucking wailed that thing.
He's like, what?
Oh.
yeah.
Is that his brother?
It said big bro. I don't know all of the context of it. Like
It's
it
kind
says
of
brother.
irrelevant, really.
Yeah,
But-
it is.
It's irrelevant.
Oh,
It's the fact that he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it.
But you knew and all I gotta say is the way that the dad walked up,
You could tell. You knew everything.
you could tell exactly why that kid is acting the way he is.
Setting him up for failure
Yep.
anyway. Yeah.
My dad would have knocked me over.
That's what my dad used
For
to do.
screaming.
Shut up.
I was screaming.
I agree. Yo,
I would skin my knee, and my dad would be like, "Where? Here?"
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Mom!" And then, like that.
instant redirection.
Yeah,
right.
You almost
I
laugh.
like that.
You're
I
fine.
like that.
You almost laugh at that. It wasn't
Everything's
abuse.
all
Right.
is well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, we
Don't
didn't throw
react
salt
that way.
in there. Like,
Yeah.
Does that hurt? No, that hurt more, right?
Scream
So
like a
you're
little
all right.
girl.
Like, anytime I fell, anything I got hurt, and like that, I remember my dad. He would grab me. He would pick me up. Be like, "You're fine. You're
Yeah,
fine."
you're
Just
right.
keep- and you'd be starting to cry. All right, cry.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wanna cry. Go ahead, cry.
Right.
Yeah, you're fine though.
But you're
Right,
okay.
right.
At
You
the
can
end of
cry.
the day,
Right.
You're better now.
Get
Yep.
back on the
You all right?
bike.
Cool.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Are
Right.
you okay?
Like I was
Right.
riding a
Okay.
skateboard in Atlantic City. I used to live on Chelsea Ave. And I would fucking split my chin open.
Oof.
Like where there was blood. They thought I fucking,
Hitting your chin is rough.
but right here, yeah.
Sharp.
And it split.
Very
Yeah. sharp, yeah.
Right.
And
Ugh.
it bleeds a lot. It was fucking coming down my neck and shit.
And you can
Fucking-
see inside of it. and shit. Ooh.
Gross.
They took me to the emergency room. They stitched me up, and then the next day, my dad's like, "Dude, you're not gonna ride it anymore?" And I was like, "Well, and he was like, "No, go.
What'd
go
you
ride
say?
it."
Bike or
It
skateboard?
was a skateboard,
Yeah.
and I fucking flew
The
off
Nash.
that bitch. It hit a fucking uneven pavement, and I was like,
Yeah.
Nice.
and I split that shit open. But he told me the next day, he's
Shit
like, "Man,
happens.
keep playing, like keep going." I'm
This is a part of life, dude.
like, yeah, exactly.
You're going to get fucked up.
Don't hit that spot again, son. No.
Right.
Exactly.
Those wheels are gonna stop, and you're not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna keep going.
Your body's
first-
still moving at
Your
the same
first lesson in
speed.
physics.
That Mr. Momentum.
My first physics lesson.
That Mr. Moment.
Write that down.
Yeah, write that down, Mr. Moment.
Oh man.
Yep.
That's great.
So funny, man.
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, man. We're definitely doing something to these fucking kids.
Don't
man.
forget.
Yeah, and
All
it's
things
getting
possible.
and now here's what's you want to know something really scary and just disappointing.
All right.
Just
Imagine how these kids are gonna raise their kids.
Yeah.
that's.
Dude, that's the scary part. That's so scary.
I'll tell you what though.
People have been scared for generations of that.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah,
what I
sure.
will say though
You're right.
is that I think the majority of people are not like this.
Or not like this. Okay.
Because there's a lot of corn-fed fucking people out in the fucking Midwest.
That's true.
And
Not analyzing shit.
we're seeing a lot of the coast people.
yeah,
exactly.
the really
The soft
extra
fucking
woke shit.
super
Yeah,
rich.
Yeah.
That's what's focused on all
Coddling
the time.
and everything. Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
we're always focused on the
Thank you
ultra
for saying
elite.
that because I forgot.
Yeah,
That's
there's a lot
true,
of
though.
people
Like, we
living.
don't. A lot of shit we don't see.
Don't
that's
overanalyze
good.
it.
That's happening because a lot of the people that are doing the good shit, they're not putting their shit out there. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm just doing my shit in private. Like
Yeah.
I'm raising my kids. I'm doing the right thing. Whatever.
Yep.
So that's okay. That's promising.
Yeah, I don't think that
I was
is
fucking worried.
indicative
Still
of
kinda
what's
am.
actually going on.
Yeah.
You're going to see it a lot,
Right.
you know. But I'll tell you what, just where I live, like in the
Right.
county I live in,
It's not like
it
that.
ain't
at
like
all,
that,
right?
man.
Yeah.
There's some fucking tough fucking kids.
Yeah.
Rep, rep, rep.
I train with a bunch of kids now. Like I started training with a bunch of a spot up by me, and there's
Yeah.
a bunch of kids in there, and they're fucking tough as nails.
Word.
I'm like,
Good.
"Pfft, you guys are me, all right?
I have hope for
Good.
the new generation.
Yep.
Yeah. I hope so, man.
All right, we're an hour and 42 minutes in. What do you think?
Shit.
We could do this shit for hours. It's
I know.
We
crazy.
could do this.
I do gotta pee though.
Let's
Not
Let's
gonna
mic
lie.
up behind
Yeah.
the bar. Everybody take a mic to work with you. Take a mic to work day. What's up?
It's not gonna go well.
No, it's not.
What do you
Take a
mean?
mic to
It's gonna
work.
go
wait,
great.
Listen, you don't know where we're at. You don't know.
It's
you know.
gonna go great.
You guys
It would
don't
go
know.
great, but man, once they find out,
That's true. Well, they do know.
They always know.
They already know.
they always know.
They're watching this
They're
right
no
now.
fun. That's why.
Like the IRS, they know everything.
You're no fun. But anyway, what do you think?
Call it.
All right, man. That's it for the Pouring Rain podcast. I've been Bert,
Kinshaba.
Sky balls.
and we'd like to thank
Luke.
very much
Lukey,
for stopping
baby.
by.
I'm just
Lukey.
We need you to be a staple, though. You need to.
Yeah, you need to make like.
Whenever you're
I'm
not
like a
doing
regular now. I'm like,
Exactly,
you know,
man.
I'm,
Yeah.
you know.
You're not gonna get a robe or anything. But I'm gonna like the SNL 5.
No, I want the Ric Flair
Five-time
robe.
host robe.
Let's get that shit made up.
Hey, fuck it. It's gonna be purple.
I would come in.
It's gonna be made out of Crown Royal bags.
In state on decision, Mr. Function, come off it, teach them all a lesson. Me say, when we fire jam and bass, how we mash